Hey, welcome to the show, everyone. I am your host, Epic. We have Cam Rowe joining us a little later. But first, Epic and Ashley rescue a baby bird. Chris D'Elia is a creeper, turns out. The lead singer of a Christian rock band makes a shocking announcement. We're going to dive into CHAZ and what that is. And Congress passed a law that is a win for the LGBTQ community. We also have crazy news, playing with balls, and much more. Keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show. And I couldn't find my mouse for a second. That was awesome. As I said before, I am the host, Epic. On my left, we have the ones they call Chris Kettler.
Hey, morning, guys. How's everybody doing?
Hey, we're doing good, Chris.
Are you really? Because we got some drama started already in the studio, man.
It's not drama.
Hey, here we go.
It's just she's having a little problems with Restream, but of course this happens like now. You know what I mean?
Well, they switched stuff around. I figured it out. But
here they go.
Oh, okay. All right.
When you're saying she, you're referring to
Ashley.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm throwing a little gas on here, so see if we get this started a little bit.
No. Not today.
Not playing. Okay.
Yep. Good and then the one getting frustrated behind in the box.
You're gonna bring it up though, so you're gonna say, "Oh, not today."
There
then
she
you're gonna
is.
pop in and say all that. So okay.
We can barely hear you though. You gotta speak.
Well, I'm sorry
the mic.
that I was having an issue that I couldn't get help with, so I had to figure it out. So I'm sorry that I'm adjusting things now.
Ashley,
Sorry.
are you properly adjusted?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not there yet. I'm still doing things and sharing things, so I'm not here. I'm just
Why the
looking at
fuck did that
buttons.
pop up? That was stupid.
looking at buttons.
Anyways,
buttons.
we have a great show for you guys today. It's a little bit on the political side today. And it kind of figures that this falls on Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yeah.
But it's funny because half of these things that we're bringing up was actually Jay's idea.
Yeah,
and he's not here.
Yeah,
because
it's okay.
Chris sucks.
No,
I do suck, man. I do suck.
It's
Yeah.
not. No.
It's like,
I'm joking.
Jay, fucking walk, man.
Yeah.
Just
from
just
Brunswick.
Run, Jay, run. Start at 8 a.m. and run. Go get here. You'll get here.
Hey,
don't
what's
worry.
up, Marcus?
Yeah.
It's been a while. Happy
Yeah.
Father's Day.
Yeah,
I
happy
think.
Father's Day.
Right? Yeah, he has a daughter. I know. that
Happy
was,
Father's Day, right?
Yeah.
Question mark? Oh.
Yeah, no. Because I actually think I remember a post about his daughter getting into a car accident a while back.
What?
Yeah.
I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, she's fine, obviously. But
Yeah,
I think one of the things
it.
that he mentioned, what sticks out, is I believe he was he was against Kias because he thought they were cheaply made.
Yeah.
But he said seeing how bad the wreck was and that she didn't really have much wrong with her at all. She said he ended up changing his mind and saying that Kias were actually
wasn't all that bad,
yeah.
right?
The Kia saved her life.
It
was there.
Yep.
It was a Kia
21
soul.
daughter, an 18
18-year-old
son.
son.
Yep.
There you
21
go.
daughters and 18 sons.
Oh,
Man,
shit,
you
son.
get Yeah, man, you get around,
It's a
dude.
Johnny Appleseed there, man. That's what you
Been
got.
busy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Puerto Rican Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah.
I love you, Marcus.
Hey, Richie,
Happy Father's Day.
happy Father's Day, homie. Yeah, there's a lot of proud dads out there, a lot of good dads out there, a lot of shitty
A
dads
lot of
out
shitty
there.
dads, but they're not dads though, so
Nope,
it's like whatever.
nope. So, like,
They're
instead of
not-
saying
They ain't
Happy
shit.
Father's Day to the shitty dads, just say fuck you.
Right, just say fuck
Yes.
you.
Yeah. And happy Father's Day to single moms that have to
Yes.
take on both
That are
roles.
doing yeah.
Yes. You know, on the show we don't tend to get really political.
Not usually.
Mainly because, you know, I feel like we'd lose
That's
like
enough of
half of
that.
our fans.
Enough
and
of that.
There's enough of that.
yeah, there's just
everywhere
enough
else,
of
so-
that everywhere else. We try to kind of keep it light,
Yeah.
but
Keeping
there's
it
been
light.
stuff going on, and I just feel like we would be doing like an injustice by not
An
using a platform
injustice.
by you know what I mean, like just
Addressing the
by
issue.
addressing some issues, you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
So
So
apparently that's happening
Let's
today.
not dance around them, right?
Yeah.
Let's step up to the plate.
So the first thing I do want to announce before we get into the show is that we do support the Black Lives Matter.
Of course
movement.
we do.
Mhm.
So in light of that, I am going to do a brief moment of silence for people on that front, and that we show support for that. So. Okay. So, because, you know, at the end of the day, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, like, you know, I don't want to get too political with that, but honestly, I don't really think this is a political matter. I think it's a human rights
I
matter,
would agree with that.
you know, and
Mhm.
Black lives do matter. You know, people can say, oh, all lives matter and stuff like that, but I think Ashley told me something that you had read that kind of put it in a better perspective.
Oh yeah, like you know, with your kids, like okay, say you have two kids and then one kid falls and scrapes their knee. Then that kid needs your help in the moment. The other kid's fine though. You still love that other kid. There's nothing, you know, your love hasn't changed, but this kid needs you more. So you need more attention
that
on this
moment,
child.
yeah.
Yeah.
At that
so,
moment.
I mean, not saying that black
Yeah.
people are like kids, but it's
No,
a good
but it's
analogy.
an analogy.
Yeah.
I think it's a great analogy.
Yeah.
At this moment,
yeah.
you know, Black Lives Matter
Ryan.
is what we need to believe in and
Yeah.
support.
For sure.
You know, and
Right.
back. Of course, all lives matter.
like of
Of
course.
But
course.
saying
Like that goes without
that,
saying, really.
right? You're not giving the due attention.
Exactly. You're disregarding
Right.
the issues that are going on with
Right.
Black lives. Yep.
Right.
Mhm.
And in saying all that, I may be mistaken in that, but that's the way I see and understand it. And
Mhm.
I'm always open to growing and learning and, you know, more about it. But yeah, you know, I mean, I think sometimes when people say all lives matter, they're not able to say
Well, I think they're
all,
looking
that
at it
all
as
Black lives matter.
That there's some people are saying that these are the only lives that do matter.
yeah.
That's not
that's
what that
not
means.
what that
Right,
means.
right.
Yeah, that's
So-
not what
Right.
that
That's
means at
not
all.
what that says. It says this is where we are at this moment.
Right.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about. This is what we're seeking change on. This is
Mhm.
where we are. This is the moment.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Marcus said, let's see, a couple
Different things.
different things. Said first, her legs should have been broke. The whole front was gone, bro, insists. So that was
Ooh.
about the
The
accident.
car accident.
And Media Marcus also said, khaki beige life matters, which they do,
Those matter too.
but Black Lives Matter.
All the colors. matter.
Let's see.
And I think we
Respect
can
and
have a
love.
little. I think we can laugh at it a little bit. And have
Yeah.
I would rather we have a laugh than a hate. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And
definitely.
I think if somebody's going to hate on this, you know, we should probably remove any remarks like that. If somebody's going to do some hate, but you know, we have to be able to laugh too, right?
Yeah. He
think
also said it's easy to become a cop. That's the problem. They should be put through military training, screaming in their face type shit. That's why they bring the military and to handle shit. They can handle in their face situation and focus on the cause. I I disagree with that only because most cops that become cops have military background, and that's not really that hasn't been helping. You know, I
Mark-
think that's where
Jesus.
kind of the shoot first thing kind of comes into play. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You know, for me, I don't know the answer. I'm not that smart.
I'm with you, Chris. I'm not
Yeah,
that
I am
smart.
not
Yeah.
that smart.
I
I'm
don't
not
know
going to
if it's-
profess I know
yeah.
the answer
I mean,
to,
I don't
to this
either, but
question.
I know not doing anything
Right.
hasn't been
right.
working all this time.
I think just we need
You
to
know.
have the right people in the right places to make some informed decisions for change, you know. But I'm not that person. No, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
I just
I
don't-
hope
yeah.
there's good people that are out there that are doing that. That's probably my biggest fear, is that if there's not somebody there to give representation to the change, something, one of two things probably will happen. Either no change will happen, or they're going to leave the change up to the people who are in power.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
they do that, that's
already
terrible.
yeah.
I know, and that
You're going to let the people who are oppressing you make the new rules for you?
exactly that
Please
doesn't
don't
make any
let that
sense.
happen. you
Yeah.
know?
It's counterproductive.
Right. All this
Yeah.
then for nothing, really. You think if you
Mhm.
Yeah.
so.
So anyways, now that we've said that, I just wanted to make that clear, so that just people knew that
We don't usually get into stuff like this, but we will address it.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
not,
yeah, yeah.
gonna ignore it and act like nothing's going on.
So in other news, in the past couple days,
In other news.
we kind of rescued a baby bird.
Yes.
Baby robin.
A baby robin.
Yes. So at work,
A loud baby robin.
they were trimming trees down and stuff like that. They trimmed a tree down that had a nest in it.
Yep.
And most of the baby birds died.
Sadly. Why are you
Why are you
laughing,
laughing
Chris?
about
They were
that?
planted like bird seed.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't right now.
Jeez.
Got your little bird trees in the backyard.
Stop it! I got really emotional, Chris. You don't want to start.
Yeah,
You don't
she
wanna
was
start.
like really. She was really.
Can I see these
upset.
little birds like beak first in the ground?
You don't want to start, Chris. I was very emotional over this bird.
Yes.
You don't want to get into this.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You don't want this right
today.
So. Yeah. So basically, what happened was, this bird was there. There was two birds that survived.
Mm-hmm.
The mother took one. The other one was just
She-
laying there for
she
like
didn't come
ever.
back.
I wasn't sure if
He was,
I
he
wasn't
was
sure.
in the nest. What you said was you don't think she could have got him out. 'Cause
No,
he was kind of like
kind
in
of
there.
embedded in the ground.
So he's like, she probably couldn't get him out. So she's like, well, can't save this one. Gotta go.
Yeah.
Like a little bitch.
Yep.
So that's
so
that.
nobody else wanted to help this bird.
Like they were just gonna leave this bird there overnight,
Yeah.
and basically just to get eaten. Which is great. But-
Yeah. So
The cycle of life.
I called up Ashley and I asked her if I could bring the bird home, which she in turn was upset at first.
Because I was afraid that we were just gonna basically have it there and it was gonna die. So that's kind
Yeah.
of what I figured was gonna happen.
And she cried a lot.
I did.
Yep. And so I brought the bird home and
I was attached
Yes.
immediately.
yes. I brought the bird home. I was on call that day.
It's
too.
not
It
just
was
baby
annoying.
humans, everybody. It's baby anythings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And so I went out. I bought some worms for it, a little eyedropper.
You chew them up for the bird. and
Yes, I
everything?
did.
Yes, he did. He was
Yup,
very
I
sweet.
chewed up the
Yummy.
worms and
Spit
spit
it
it in
in
the
it
the
mouth.
baby's mouth. Oh, you're such a
Yeah.
good papa, man. Happy
No, I didn't
Father's
do
Day.
that.
That's his fifth baby.
I know, right? So, I mean, the first night that we brought it into the house or whatever, we had no idea what we were doing. I learned that baby birds actually get the water from the insects and stuff that you feed it, that you don't have to actually physically give them water. Then actually, if you try to give them water, they can drown that way. So that was interesting.
It's a little bird info for you.
Yeah. Also, all the people that say just leave the birds there
which
to
is
die,
which was a lot of people.
It's bullshit.
By the way,
it's bullshit because they can survive. We've seen it. Not only with the bird we had, but the lady who actually
ended up coming to get the bird.
Yeah, she had rescued some birds herself,
Yeah,
and they were doing really good.
Yeah, and she said, "What?"
Yes,
Ashley,
What,
you
Chris?
keep referring to it as the bird.
The
Did
bird.
you not give this
kids
bird a
named the
name?
bird.
the kids named the
Okay,
bird.
well, let's do justice to this
Baby
bird.
Midas.
Baby Midas,
Okay, so
which is a Fortnite character.
Let's use the proper identification for Baby Midas.
I don't want to assume the bird's gender.
Well,
But we
because you
think-
can't tell.
Yeah, we can't tell until they get older.
Yeah.
But we think the bird Midas is a boy, but we're not sure.
Yeah, we don't know.
What
We have
led
no
you to
clue.
believe that? Was it like mannerisms were like his masculine mannerisms?
He's loud. He bitches a lot. Whatever. He complains and
Doesn't
But
clean up after himself.
doesn't clean up after himself. He just
I was all
poops
worried about this
everywhere
bird. Like I woke up super early just to
on
make
Friday,
sure
just to make sure the bird was alive. And he comes down and tells me, "Oh, he's alive."
Yeah, and I fed him.
I fed him
some
some worms, and he was all happy. And I was like, "It's too fucking early for this shit. I'm stressed out." And the kids were all like, "Oh, let's see the bird. Let's see the bird. Midas, hi, Midas." and Ryan cried when Midas got picked up. And
he cried.
I
He
felt
said
bad.
he said he was going to be sad forever.
Yep.
Aw.
Yeah.
Ryan said, "Red Robin, yum."
No, fuck you, Ryan.
He also said, "Take that broken wing and learn to fly again."
So it's
So what happened with the lady when you took the bird, or when she came and got it? What was her whole thing?
She's just lately been, weirdly enough, she's just been rescuing birds.
She's the bird lady.
Yeah, she's like, she's like, I've never been about pets, because I get attached, and then when they die, it's hard to, it's hard to get past it and stuff. She's like, but I've been trying to rescue. It's just been happening that I've been coming across birds and they've needed help. So I'm just here to rescue the birds and get them to where they can fly. And then once they can fly, I let them go off and that's it. And she's just trying to help them so they have a chance to survive.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I happened to just come across her in a mom group I'm in. So
Right.
So
because it's not an easy thing to rehabilitate a bird. I mean, I think the odds are against you.
Yeah.
Obviously, she knows what she's doing. She's got
yeah.
some experience, et cetera, and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw yesterday she was posting about another bird she has, which I think she has sparrows.
Mm-hmm.
So she said she hasn't had a robin before, but she's going to assume they eat about the same things.
Is that what you had was a robin?
Yeah,
Yes.
we didn't know. So
for sure, but
I had downloaded a stupid app and everything, and according to the app, you take a picture of it, and
it
it
was
was
something like a tree creeper, which is a weird.
Yeah, so
bird
that's what
name.
came up as. So I thought it was because it seemed kind of like the same color and stuff. But the problem is when they're babies,
Yes. Exactly.
they look way different.
Right.
So
they don't come into their plumage until adulthood.
Right. So it's like, well, we didn't know.
Now, I'm curious if she was able to identify it as a robin. It might have been male because the robins, if I'm not mistaken, are the predominant ones that have the red
Yes.
crest. The female robins
Are
do
like-
not.
Yeah.
But he wasn't red anywhere.
He's a little orange.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He's a little orange on his chest, but
Not
that was
yet.
it.
Oh, okay.
So I couldn't tell. It could be, female,
Well,
I don't
another
know.
thing too, what kind of solidified it was my boss at work saw the mother
Oh,
and
okay.
said the mother was a robin.
Yeah.
Even though everybody else was saying it was something different, some people said a sparrow and whatever. But he ended up being right because I guess the lady was able to recognize what the bird was, and even we were calling different places.
Yes.
And Ashley emailed a couple
bird
people
sanctuary
and sent a picture of
sent
the
a
bird,
picture,
and
she said
they-
it was a robin.
Yep.
So I was
Mhm.
like, oh, okay, well, everybody knows but us.
Hey,
Cool.
Sean. Good morning to you.
Oh, Ty Parker's calling.
Okay, let
I
me
answer that.
Yeah.
Answer
Well,
that.
He hung up already.
Well, it says he's there. I answered.
He was
Oh,
there.
you answered it?
Yeah. It popped.
Oh.
It actually popped up for once.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't hear him.
Hello, is
I'm here.
anybody there?
Oh, hey,
Good-
what's going on?
Hey, good morning. It's Tommy. How you guys doing?
Hey, we're doing good, man. Happy
Tommy
Father's Day.
Parker.
It's been a long time, buddy.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Happy Father's Day, everybody. It's good to see you guys.
Happy
Yeah.
Father's Day to you.
Can you turn up the volume on the
Well,
side?
thank you.
I thought I had. We turned it. Yeah, it's always
Kick
turned
it
up.
on
Okay, just
up.
making sure.
What you been up to, Tommy?
Nothing much. Just enjoying retirement
Yeah,
yeah.
good for
with
you.
Chrissy. So this is awesome.
Oh yeah, you're retired now.
Right. Yep. Retired and working with the kids and with baseball and me and Chrissy are having a good time.
That's
Cool,
awesome.
cool. And didn't you just celebrate a was it 34th anniversary?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
That's today.
Yes.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
and shit.
Thank you.
You're a much better man than me.
Yeah, but you're a much better man than Chris.
Well, you guys are funny. Hey,
That's
if it's
why I'm
okay
single.
with you guys, may I make a comment on the Black Lives Matter?
Yes.
Sure.
Listen, here in the Cottage Grove where I live at in South Akron, we just got with police, sheriffs, had a baseball game, a wiffle game with the kids, had a great time. Bomb squad and SWAT team came down. But you know, the one question that I have, and just something for everybody to just think about, if you're confronting an officer or getting confronted by an officer, why can't we just talk to them like we're talking to each other, find out what the issue is, instead of just flying off the bat and just try to resist the arrest,
Well,
or if you're getting arrested or
I-
whatever, and just talk about it, and maybe to go a little bit easier instead of everybody getting into a big hassle, and next thing you know, you got somebody down on the ground getting their throat, checked out of place.
well,
That's what-
I would have to disagree only because there most of the people that are victims in these instances are talking to the cops in a normal manner, and it didn't matter.
I think what they're trying to do is find a way to do that, though. I think that's exactly one of the answers, though, is that they don't want to have anybody jump off the handle, and that
Yeah.
hey, let's sit and work through this. Let's de-escalate
Right.
the situation. But how to get there, that's the whole trick.
Yeah.
But I think that's what
Yeah, that's the hard part.
I'm not going to say that's not what both sides want. There is a
Yeah.
side that wants that, and there's a side that's going to have to comply to that request in this day and age, I think. But how we get there is
Yeah.
the trick, But I think
For
steps
sure.
like what you're doing, because you're in the community, and I know
Yeah.
what you do, those are the kind of things, getting community together and bringing people together and building familiarity is going to aid
Well-
in those kind of things. There was a time when we used to have officers that walked the neighborhoods in that
Yeah.
area, and things were different because
Yes.
the officers knew the people. They weren't in cars.
Yeah, and
You know?
another thing too with that whole situation is the stigma too. Just getting, what I've seen is a lot of people just assume that because of the color of their skin, they're already doing something wrong,
Of course.
and that's
That's
Right.
kind of that's in the training. That's just in, it just needs, we need to figure out something to change just like the way we think of things and how we think of things. I it's hard for me to kind of put into words sometimes because nobody really knows exactly how we're going to do this.
Right.
Unfortunately, this has been going on so long that I think some people are just comfortable with the way they are, and
Yeah.
others,
So it's
they're
just
getting to
comfort,
the
yeah.
breaking point. So it's kind of hard to. But I do agree. I think that there needs to be more community outreach, especially from the police
Mhm.
departments, getting
Absolutely.
together with leadership in the black communities, and just trying to figure out hey, how can we fix this situation in a peaceful way.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And that's exactly what you're doing right now is communication. and I agree with the Black Lives Matter. I believe in all of this, and it's fantastic. But you got to have that communication,
Yeah, that's
and you have to make
unfortunately.
sure that everybody understands and is, educated. Like myself, there's a lot I need to learn
Here,
about
here,
our
buddy. Here, here.
Black community,
And that's
and
the
I
thing.
still study it.
And that's the thing.
that's
Like I
just-
think
That's just
education
me, though.
education is the number one factor. The more, everybody always says, you fear what you don't understand.
Yeah.
So when you understand someone and you understand someone's point of views and you understand where they're coming from, then once you do understand all of that, I think that's the only way we can grow as people.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm
I
not
agree.
the most woke.
Absolutely.
I always have the ability to learn, man.
everyone does.
Ryan said more social services, less law enforcement. I agree.
That's probably the way we're heading.
Yeah.
That's probably the way we're heading. Yep.
Well,
Hey,
thank
Anthony
you for letting me chime in, you guys. I
Yeah,
appreciate
no problem.
it. I'll let
And,
you get on with the show.
Yes.
Tommy,
Thank
great
you
to
for
hear from
calling.
you.
Because our guest is impatiently waiting. We're probably not going to get to the Leah thing right now. We'll push that ahead
All right.
because I do want to get the guest on. He's been patiently waiting in the Zoom chat.
He's like, hello.
Yes.
Did you
Is
forget?
anybody there?
Did you forget you're supposed to be here? You guys suck.
Yeah, I'm actually going to probably send him a new link because it's about to expire already. So,
Oh no.
so on that note, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we're going to have Cam Rowe on the line.
Yay.
In some form or another, probably
Yeah,
Zoom.
somewhere.
Hopefully I won't drop my phone and make noises.
Right?
Yes.
You don't distract me. Like,
I know, right?
Everybody's like, "What was that, Chris?
Chris?
Yeah.
What'd you do
Stop
now?"
All right, guys. So we'll see you right after this. Keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show. Hey, welcome back to the show, everyone. You may have seen our guest this week on True TV Storage Hunters. Storage Hunters has been described as Antique Roadshow meets WWF. You're both on season 2 and season 3 as the Green Mile. Please welcome to the show, Cam Rowe. Hey, how are you doing?
Oh, thanks for having me, man. This is great. I love the. Usually people say Storage Wars, so I'm glad you got that right. Storage Hunters.
Yes. I know, there's a couple different storage type shows.
Yes.
But what was kind of different about yours was it was a little bit more on the crazy side.
On the crazy
That's right.
side.
Yes.
That's
That's
funny
where I
you say
came
that,
in. I was Oh, go ahead.
So how did that whole thing start? How did you get into storage hunters?
Well, the crazy thing is, I had just moved to Hollywood. I was there for like a week, and I was coming out of my apartment complex, and this guy said, "Hey, do you want to be my security?" And I don't. You guys can't tell because I'm sitting down, but I'm about 6'9" and I weigh about too much. But so he saw me and he said, "Hey, do you want to be on my show?" And I was thinking he just wanted me to be a security guard. You know, even though I'm a big dude, I'm a lover, not a fighter. So I said no at first, and then he said, "No, I want you to be on my TV show as a security." And that I said, "Oh yeah, of course," because that's why I came to Hollywood. You know.
Yeah.
So literally like that, I did one episode and they liked me and they kept me on for the next 2 seasons.
It was abruptly canceled too. Do you know why?
I think, I don't know exactly why. I can't really speculate because our ratings were still good. I think a couple of the cast members, with contract negotiations and things like that, I think that kind of, changed things a little bit for us. But it was fun while I was doing it.
You're also a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
How long have you been in the comedy world?
Oh, wow. So I started in 2012 now. So that is about, 8 years now, I guess.
Wow.
Well, I got to take a year off now because of COVID. So I guess you could say 7 now.
Yeah, true that. So do you think that being on that show, did it help or hurt your career as a comedian?
Well, here's the thing. I think it helped. So first of all, the guy who asked me to be on the show, his name is Sean Kelly. He's also a comedian. He was doing comedy for, I think, 10 years or 12 years at the time. And there was another comedian, a guy named T Money. So we actually did shows together, and we got a lot of, gigs from being on the show. Like we went overseas to Europe. We did 25 shows together because the show Storage Hunters was so popular over there. But when we got over there, they were expecting us to do auctions. Like they didn't understand that we were comedians. So it was kind of like a gift and a curse at the same time. Like they were coming to see something else and they were kind of surprised that we were actually doing comedy.
I mean, probably pleasantly surprised, I would hope.
No, I know. It was good, but it's weird when someone is used to seeing you in a certain way. They're like, "Hey, Green Mile, beat somebody up." Or,
yeah.
Like, I'm trying to tell my jokes.
Why? So why do they give you that moniker, like Green Mile? I mean, was it just based off the movie because you're a big black dude?
I think that's what it was. I think, but it's like everybody on the show had like a nickname, and
gotcha.
Yeah, I had to tell them after a while. My name is Cam. My mom did not like that at all. I had to make sure that
Well, I mean, it was pretty. I think, just in my opinion, I don't know about anybody else, but that's kind of racist, dude.
It was more of that. It's like everybody has a nickname, so that's the thing of the show. The auctioneer would like give people names, things like that.
Gotcha.
So no, it wasn't meant in a racist way,
derogatory way. Yeah.
After a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, apparently your mama didn't like it. She thought so
no,
too,
she didn't
right?
like it. She didn't like it at all. I was happy to be on TV, and I realized, wait, I got to get rid of this. But like by the next season, they weren't really, saying that.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. Well, that's good then.
Yeah.
You also worked on IFC's Comedy Bang Bang, which was compared to like Pee Wee's Playhouse and Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Can you share a little of your experience at Comedy Bang Bang?
Yeah, so Comedy Bang Bang, I was Aziz Ansari's security guard. And on that one, he didn't call me Green Mile, he called me Donald. I don't know why.
You just called everything but your name. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, but that show is basically, it's kind of like a mock version of like a Tonight Show or something like that. Like they have different celebrities on. So every time, Aziz was playing, I guess, like a hyped version of himself, like an over-exaggerated version of himself. So anytime somebody touched him, he would call security. So, you like shook his hand. He'd be like, security. And I had to come and pick him up and, rescue him. So, but he was really cool, man. He was really cool off camera. He's a good guy.
I mean, he always seems like he's down to earth and genuine. So I got that impression. Yeah. So what's the strangest thing you guys have found in a storage unit?
Oh my God. Well, the strangest thing we found was an actual human being.
Really?
He was hiding out. I don't know how he got in the storage unit.
Oh
but
my
he was
God.
hiding out. Yeah, and he was hiding in one of the storage units. He was in a cage, and then we opened it up, and he had ran out.
Oh my God.
And I thought it was staged at first, but that was actually real. So that
wow.
Cam, wasn't he buck-ass naked?
God.
What was that?
Wasn't he buck-ass naked too?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. So he was naked in a cage.
It was like a gift.
Like, what the hell?
Kind of thing.
Like,
and busted out. And they kept it, he had to sign a release form. I think they threw him a few $2. But that was the craziest one, man. And then they were telling me to go get him. I'm like, I'm not a security guard.
I'm not getting him.
I know that's right, man.
That's right.
Oh man. Oh,
I don't like to fight. Like I'm a big black dude, but on the inside, I'm a 13-year-old white girl.
Who are your comedy influences?
Man, I love Eddie Murphy, George Carlin. Like the older school guys.
Me too.
Man, I love Bill Cosby. I grew up watching him before we found out he was crazy.
Yeah.
He was great.
It kind of sucks too, because it seems like nowadays, especially with social media and stuff, you start realizing that everybody that you like is crazy.
I know. And of course, Dave Chappelle. Yeah. But, I mean, I don't think he's crazy. I think, he's a comedy influence. You know what I mean?
I think so. I mean, in my opinion, I think he's a genius. That's just me,
yeah, totally.
For sure.
Totally.
And he has very unique outlooks on stuff, and he can kind of pick apart a situation and show people things that you didn't think was there. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's so good at that.
Really, yes. I love Dave Chappelle. I wish I could get him on the show, but we're not big enough for that yet.
Yeah. So you got to dream big, man.
Yeah.
Knowing him, he'll probably just come on the show.
Yeah, maybe. I was actually friends with him on Twitter. He answered a couple of my tweets back in the day. So maybe I can get him on the show.
That's amazing.
He's pretty down to earth too, from what I've seen.
Yeah, he seems like it for sure.
Having lived and worked in comedy in Michigan, well, you said earlier that you're still in Michigan right now.
Yes.
Like, how do you think the comedy scene's different for each?
What you mean versus LA?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, I think Michigan. I was surprised when I came back here. I didn't realize how great of a scene the Michigan comedy scene is. This is fantastic. And then, just meeting different people. The people are really down to earth, and they really, we really work together as a family to try to help each other get more gigs. And, like Chris mentioned, I did shows with Chris in Ohio. I mean, everybody, just in the Midwest area, they kind of stick together, and there's different opportunities. And LA is great. It's great for opportunities, but a lot of those, some of those people, they get kind of Hollywood, or they kind of get a little bit intimidated or insecure, and they'll try to cut you out of things. And I haven't seen a lot of that in Michigan at all.
Yeah, I would say that because we're part of the Midwest too. I would say that now music scene's a little different. I feel like we're a little competitive when it comes to music, but I would say that since I've been in the comedy scene, I'm not a comedian, but obviously I know quite a bit of comics from the show and stuff like that. They it seems to be a very tight knit community, and they support each other as opposed to
sure.
yeah. I mean, there's always a rotten apple in there that want to try to
Sure.
like I want to dominate.
And not saying that they don't do that in LA, because they do support each other too. But you see a lot more people supporting each other in Michigan than LA, as far as what I've experienced. You know?
Yeah, for sure. So we were talking about Black Lives Matter earlier, and you actually text me saying that you wanted to say a few things on that.
Yeah, I just, I know the guy, I'm sure he meant well, who called in, and, but that is exactly how some people think. He called in and he said, well, if people were, well, basically he meant black people. He basically meant if black people were, following the guidelines of the, with the police, if they were listening and, to the police, this wouldn't happen. But, Epic, you set them straight. You let them know it's not about that. A lot of these people are unarmed, and we've seen it on video. It's not like this is hearsay. We've actually seen it.
Yes. Or like,
so it's like you're seeing somebody dying who's unarmed, who is cooperating with the police.
Oh yeah,
99.9% of the time.
Like that poor lady who got shot in her bed. Like what did she do? What was she doing to, like, they came into the wrong house to serve a warrant for the wrong person, and they shoot her in her bed. Like, there's no justification for that.
And then people say Black Lives Matter and all lives matter. It's really, well, first of all, it's very like dismissive to say all lives matter when you're saying black. Like, that's like saying save the whales, and then you say, well, what about the pigeons?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, save the pigeons too, but right now we're talking about saving the whales.
Exactly. Well, I mean, just like, all right, for example, and this is a good example, how we do like things for breast cancer. Mm-hmm. Obviously, all cancers matter. We should cure all cancer, but right now we're focusing on breast cancer.
Exactly. That's why we're doing the walk.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. It's the exact same thing.
Yes. Absolutely. Also, so I don't know. Was that all you want to say on that?
Yeah, that's pretty much all.
All right, just want to make sure. So let's see. If you weren't a comedian, what would you be doing today? Like, was there a backup plan?
No, yeah. Well, the backup plan was to go to the NBA, but that didn't work out. I like to eat too much. That didn't work. I can play though. If you see a tall big dude, he can play. But if you see a tall dude that's like in shape and didn't make it, there's something wrong with him. That dude should have made it, man.
I don't know, man. Like Shaq. To me, Shaq never really seemed like he was in that great of shape. He was just tall as shit. Yeah, so he could just get in the way of everyone, You
weren't taking him down.
And he's also athletic for his size. Well, he was, and he was, playing ball. He was athletic to be that big and so strong. Yeah, he was a freak of nature, man.
Yes, I will say, but like I never looked at him and was like, damn, look at the abs on Shaq. Right. You know what I mean? Like
I know. I know Shaq liked to eat too.
Yeah,
if I was 7'2", I'd probably make it too.
Yeah. If someone was to make a movie of your life story, who would you like to see play your role?
Oh man, that's good. Who I would say Magic Johnson, but he can't act. So
that might make it funnier. I don't know.
Yeah, right. That's true. Oh, that's a good question, man. Let me think. I'm trying to think. Well, I guess they don't have to be tall. They can make them tall in Hollywood, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I would go with
Kevin Hart. No, I'm joking.
That would be fun.
That would be funny though. Yeah. Because it'd be like opposite. Yeah. Oh man. Let's see. Where do you come up with your material? You base a lot of it on real life, right?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. So everything is pretty much real life, I mean, I talk about my family, my kids, my mother. Basically, sometimes when you do comedy, everything is like an over exaggerated version, but everything stems from the truth. At least the good jokes do.
Yeah.
I learned now, if you make up something, the audience can tell. But when something comes from the truth, it's a lot funnier because you are more authentic with it.
One of the audience members asked, "What was your first job before comedy?"
My first job. So before comedy, I used to work for a tobacco company. I was selling cigarettes.
Oh wow!
A territory manager. That's how I actually moved to LA. I was a territory sales manager. Where I go around and sell cancer sticks. Sorry, guys.
Hey, people gotta make a living. Shit.
Yeah. That's right.
I almost got a job doing that. Well, the advertising part, where you go into the stores and you put the signage up and stuff like that.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, you are okay. So yeah.
Cam, let me ask a question. It's Chris. Were you a smoker by chance? I'm just curious.
No, actually, in the interview they asked me that, and I said, "Is that a trick question?" Because I did not smoke at all.
Was not a prerequisite for the position. Very
no,
good.
it was not.
No, and actually, they actually prefer that you don't smoke. Oddly enough, yeah, oddly enough.
Wow, that's weird.
Well, I guess they don't have to worry about you stealing their cigarettes or anything, right?
Yeah.
Fudging the inventory,
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and the most important question, I have one.
Oh, you have one?
Yes. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color.
Yes.
Is actually it's blue.
Blue? It's a good color.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Does that mean anything?
No, but it's a good color.
She was hoping you were going to say purple is all.
No. Not everyone has to have my favorite color. That's Ryan's favorite color is blue. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, his
color.
is blue and green.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
That's all. I was wondering.
Wait. Actually, it's black for Black Lives Matter. There
you go.
Right.
See, that's it. It works too. It's all good.
So you actually have some shows lined up.
Yes.
Now that COVID's kind of, I wouldn't say it's dying out. Like that's a whole other story. But things are reopening. Let's just say that.
We're bold enough to live in a world with COVID.
I know, right?
Right?
Yeah.
We can coexist.
2020's been a year, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It gets 1 star.
Yeah.
1 star. Don't visit again.
1 star.
Yeah, 1 star rating
Oh,
from
my
all of us. Yeah.
That's
It started with Kobe Bryant, and now
I know.
Yes, it
it got worse and worse.
Yeah.
You ever seen that South Park episode or the movie, wasn't it, where the
movie?
Canadian died on U.S. soil and it started World War III and all that stuff?
No, I haven't seen.
That's kind of like what happened. Kobe died in a helicopter accident. His death sparked all this madness. He was Pandora's box.
That is crazy. That's a cartoon?
What's that?
Oh my goodness.
No, I was saying it was kind of South Park, the movie. Do you remember that one?
There's an episode that depicted that.
Where the whole thing was if a Canadian died on American soil, it would bring about the end of the world.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Well, instead of it being a Canadian on U.S. soil, Kobe died and released hell. There you go.
Oh my goodness, man.
See, that's a good conspiracy theory.
And there's
that is.
I don't know what I'm talking
about. That's a crazy one right there, though. I think.
So you are part of a group called the Big Boys of Comedy.
Yes.
You have shows coming up. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's actually called Cam Rowe and the Big Boys of Comedy. No, I'm just joking. No, but yeah, I'm in it with a guy named Al Sugar Bear Parham, another guy named Stan Bank Brooks. And then we also have another guy named Carl. I can't think of Carl's last name right now, but anyway, it was. But no, it's just a group of us, big guys. We got together. We decided, to do shows, and every time we did shows together, people would like us. And then Al came up with the idea of us, being a group. And that's what we're doing now. So we travel around and we do different shows, and it's been going great. We've been doing it for about 2 years now.
Okay. And when's your first show back from COVID?
Well, we're still trying to plan that out because I know, with different venues and things,
Yeah.
we want to make sure everything's safe. Like I'm doing a show this Thursday in Livonia, and they're making sure everybody is 6 feet away from each other.
Yeah.
Telling us to bring our own microphone. Things like that makes me feel safer. So we want to make sure all the conditions are safe and everybody's safe, not just for us.
For sure.
So
Awesome.
but we sure are working on it for sure.
Oh, so you don't have a date yet?
No. We're
Okay.
still planning some.
Gotcha.
We had some, they got canceled, but
Gotcha. Okay. I thought when I talked to you yesterday, you had set a date, so that was my fault.
no.
Yes,
I'm doing my own show, or I'm doing a show on Thursday. But
There we
that's
go.
not what the big-
Gotcha. That was separate from that. So
Yes.
where's the show at on Thursday?
It's just at Supernatural Brewing Company.
Okay.
They have actually a good venue. I've done it before.
Do they have
And,
good spirits there?
They do, man. You can come check it out if you ever come to Livonia, Michigan.
How do you pronounce that?
Livonia.
Livonia.
I think it's
Livonia.
northwest
Man.
of Detroit, I believe.
It sounds like people love pneumonia there.
Pneumonia.
I hope not. I won't be performing there.
It's like, yeah, we love it.
Livonia.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like it's kind
no.
of it's like we have a town here called Illyria, and that sounds like a disease to me. Like, oh
Yeah, that
man, we call Illyria.
Oh my God. What's wrong with you?
Just some of the names for these towns
I
are a
know.
little odd.
You
Like,
just
well, do you know the history behind like why
do you know
they
the
named the
history
town
behind
that?
this? No.
Is that somebody's last name or something?
Oh my God.
I have no idea.
See?
From Livonia. I have
Stop.
no idea.
Is that where you're from originally?
No, I'm from Southfield, Michigan, which
Okay.
it's in the same vicinity,
Gotcha.
right outside of Detroit. So I live, the Detroit metro area. My friends that are actually from Detroit told me I cannot claim Detroit because I was not from there, but I used to say Detroit,
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
No
It's
problem.
been a
Thank you guys for
pleasure.
having me.
Yes, it was fun, man. We had fun.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Let's do it again sometime.
For sure. How can people find you on the web and social medias?
Yeah. So you guys can find me at Cam Big Fella Rowe on Twitter, Cam Big Fella Rowe on Facebook, and Cam Big Fella Rowe on Instagram. Keep it simple.
Easy squeezy.
Yes.
There you go.
That's easy, man. Like I love that because most people and it's like, oh yeah, my name is my big shot 8743.
I know.
And it's a different one for every single social media.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's confusing, man.
It's like, come
I'm
on, man. You got-
27. Yeah.
That's
It's
like,
like, come on, dude.
that's like number one in marketing. Make everything the same,
Exactly.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. We're gonna take a break.
Take a break.
All right.
Um,
Thank you guys.
No problem.
You have a good one, man.
All right. You too.
When we get back, we're gonna talk about Chris D'Elia and what a creeper he's been. The lead singer of a Christian rock band, Hawk Nelson, says he doesn't believe in God anymore.
Dun dun dun.
Yes. And then we're going to have some crazy news with Ashley. So keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show. You're listening to the Epic Radio Show. Live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and theepicradioshow.com. Listen to us anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Download today on the App Store or Google Play. And take this show on the road. The Epic Radio Show. Make life epic.
Make life epic.
Hey Epic fans, this is Jay Val. Home buying is complicated. You need someone who you can trust and has your best interest in mind and not just the size of the commission check. That someone is Jeremy Rodriguez with Russell Real Estate. Jeremy grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and a graduate from James Ford Rhodes High School in 2001. If you are looking to sell your home, searching for your next home, or if you just want to talk about the process, please feel free to contact him. As an agent who himself still resides in Cleveland, He knows the neighborhood, the schools, and the market inside out. Get in touch with Jeremy. He is happy to help you with all your needs, from helping you identify a lender to getting a moving truck and even helping you pack. Call Jeremy Rodriguez now at 216-287-1766 or email him at jeremysellsdreams@gmail.com. Find him on Facebook now. That number again is 216-287-1766.
Big
To the
everybody.
Epic Radio Show.
Yeah.
You can follow us on the social medias: Facebook,
Oh yeah, those.
YouTube, Twitter, Instagram.
The Graham.
The Graham.
I want you to check something.
What do you
Is
want
this
me-
show live
I
on
will
our
check
website?
because you're bringing it up right
Yes.
now. It made me think about it as soon
Yeah.
as you said that. I'm like, I'll check.
Because Connor's been saying it hasn't been showing
Where's
up.
Connor, by the way? What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking Connor.
Hi, Mom. She said Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. That was nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Hey,
Aw.
Sarah.
There's Sarah, Ryan, your
Mm.
mom. I don't know who else is in here. It
Who
says
else?
there's like 6 people in here, but
Six.
Sarah and Ryan are
I
the
thought we had
ones
like
mostly.
180
Yeah.
views already.
Oh.
Ryan said Ashley picked 3 colors. Purple.
I
No.
gave him other colors. I said the only color I really don't like is orange. Like,
Colors that mix together to become
Yeah.
purple.
any color that could make purple on some level is the color I'm going with.
Yeah.
Orange is not one of those colors, so
If purple was
I'm
a
trying to
flavor, what
see.
flavor would it be?
It would be
Under Watch Us. Or whatever.
chocolate. No,
It would be chocolate. Purple is the chocolate flavor.
that's what I go
Ashley,
with. Fuck
that's
it.
gold right there. That's sweet.
Fuck it, it's not
Yeah.
grape.
it's not,
yeah,
it's chocolate.
chocolate. It says stream is currently offline.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know why
so,
that's
I don't
happening.
know.
It's Jay's fault.
I think it is Jay's
Yeah,
fault.
if Jay was
honestly.
here, that wouldn't have
So,
happened,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
agree.
So
I can see the chat, which
Yeah,
is
Jay,
well,
Jay,
yeah.
Jay.
It doesn't make any sense because, like,
Just not the video itself.
yeah.
that's Jay. Jay doesn't
So I
make
might have to
sense.
start
He's-
putting the YouTube
Fuck
one back
Jay.
up there. It's not a big
Oh
deal.
wait, there it is.
But it's on there now?
Yeah, it said it wasn't available, then it just popped up.
Or maybe it had to load.
Maybe it has
was
to
that,
load.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's that buffering
Oh, so
thing.
yeah, it's there. That's
it?
us. That's us
It has to
today.
get buffered.
Okay, cool.
Just today.
I always like a good buffing.
Buffering. Just a good buffering, you know.
Yeah, I just need to get buffed.
Just need a little buff.
There it is. Is it loading?
Yeah, maybe.
I like
It
to
was
get
working.
loaded and then buffed.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan said he's gonna paint me something.
He's gonna
Yay.
paint him something.
He's gonna paint
What?
me something.
Paint you something purple.
Paint me something purple.
A purple
Just don't
chocolate
put
bar.
orange in it. Just don't do
See,
orange.
on mine, it's not showing up.
It was showing. I swear to God, it popped up on mine.
Show me.
Like,
Hit refresh.
yay. Yeah.
Maybe you have too much running.
I'm excited. I'm like, what are you gonna paint me? Is
I
it
don't
gonna
know.
be? I'm sure it's gonna be weird because it's Ryan. So
I hear that him and Sarah are going to come and visit.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 3rd week of July.
July, yeah.
Yep.
You said something. Connor's trying to figure something out too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get Connor down here too.
Great.
He's not here. He
He's
can't
in
argue.
Michigan. Yep.
He's not here. He can't argue with us.
Great.
Can't say that that's not true.
So I guess we'll go into our first topic.
Which is
Here we go.
dun
Yes.
dun dun.
Crystalia,
Crystalia.
Oh.
Man Under Fire.
Oh.
I like it. Yeah.
If you guys are a fan of Crystalia,
Which
you will
we
see
actually enjoyed his comedy.
Yeah.
So
you will know that's a pun off of one of his stand-up specials, Man on Fire.
Man
So,
on fire.
Yes.
he's certainly on fire at the moment.
Yes. So what's going on with him is he's had like 5 women allege that he has sexual
Inappropriate?
I guess it's just been sexually inappropriate with
With
minors.
them.
With minors.
Yeah.
Oh, you,
Teenage
yes.
girls.
you sicko. You should have wrote bigger checks.
Well,
That's bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
so
bad
there,
Chris.
I'm sorry.
but there was several girls
Mhm.
came forward. Some of them were
Several.
16. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Were like 16 years old. Uh, most of them were unprompted too. Like
Yeah.
the one girl specifically said, just one day she woke up and he had messaged her on Instagram. She wasn't even a fan of his or nothing. Didn't know about him. Had told some guys at school about it, and they're like, "Hey, you need to answer him. He's famous or whatever." And then yeah, he was just like coming on strong, and she said it's not like he couldn't tell, because there were pictures of her holding up 16 and her at high school football games, and
Yeah.
her profile was
And
super high schooly.
the fact that you shouldn't just fucking randomly message a female that you don't fucking know. Besides that fact, stop being fucking creeps. I mean, isn't
Yeah.
that kind of what you're just not supposed to be doing? Let's just message some random chick and hope she's of age. Is that what it is now? Like, no.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
There's also
No.
a woman from Cleveland.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, and she worked at a hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and he was complaining that the air conditioner
Wasn't working?
wasn't working. So they sent a couple girls up there to help him with that. And he exposed himself to the
my
women trying to
God.
help
Well,
with the
it
air
was
conditioner.
warm because the air wasn't working. Come on.
Oh my God.
We got a break.
No, Chris. Oh,
I mean, it's
my.
warm on the 33rd floor, of the 9
Were
hotel.
you there? Like, I
Yeah.
don't understand. Were you
Uh,
there, Chris?
I had already left by
Oh,
that
gotcha,
point.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Like-
Chris and I had finished, and
Y'all finished?
we
Yeah.
burned the Polaroids after the
I
fact.
gotcha.
and stuff. But I got plenty
That
of
was-
money. I was satisfied with
Like,
my
that
check.
was all him.
But there's been just tons and tons of these coming out. And what's even weirder about the situation
There's more? It's
Yeah.
a weirder situation?
is so in Comedy Central's Workaholics, he played a child molester.
Mm.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yes.
That thing, yeah.
And
In you.
the Netflix series You, he played a stand-up comedian who vetted young girls, drugged them, and raped them.
Yep.
Yeah.
which is
yes.
very strange.
That's very strange, right?
It's like,
Is this? Go ahead, say it, Ash.
I don't know. I don't know.
Is this a biography?
I'm
Like
wondering,
at
is
this
this
point?
Life dictating
Right. Is
art
this like,
or art
did they just kind of have a feeling that this is what
life.
this guy
And
was
they-
about?
I'm
Oh.
really sad because I actually like Chris
I
D'Elia.
know. It's like,
I do. I
thought
think
he
he's
was
funny.
and it just
He seemed like a
fucking
decent
horribly
guy.
disappointing.
Yes. Even his castmate, Whitney Cummings, after learning everything, she's basically just said like "fuck you,"
Wow.
Sarah
you're-
said, "Why would you send two girls to look at an air conditioner?"
I think it was a joke.
No, it wasn't a
No,
joke.
that
They
wasn't a
really
joke.
did send
two, yeah.
two women.
So it is
Or
a joke.
Maybe one woman. I don't remember.
Why would they send-
Maybe it wasn't two. Well, maybe she
I don't
thought it was a
know.
creeper and
Yeah,
thought,
where they were
well, I
wearing
don't wanna
like
send
Daisy
one
Duke
by
cut
myself,
offs with
yeah.
the leather tool belt and the halter top to go check out the air
Shut up, Chris.
conditioner.
So I'm just saying, I don't know either, Sarah. That didn't really make me. I was like,
Christiela's
"What?"
room, yeah.
And Ryan said, Chris made me sit on his lap. Yes, Chris.
which one?
This one, the one in the room with us. Stop doing that, Chris. Fucking creep. Stop making people sit on your lap.
Yeah.
Jay and now Ryan.
And,
The fuck?
I was even listening to Rover, and he had him on the show a couple times.
Yeah.
And he played back a clip, and he said, at the time it didn't really
Seem like
much. But he played back this clip where he was basically saying, it's funny how old these girls look nowadays. It's like they're 12, and then the next day they look 18.
Stop being a creep then, bro.
That's
It doesn't
really
matter
weird,
how,
right?
it's like, that's what worries me about, your kids, it's like, Skylar Skylar could be like, could look the same age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I could look a lot younger, she could, you could really
Well,
just.
she's about the same height as you.
Yeah, she's the same height. She's actually a little bit taller than me. And she wears makeup, and I feel like, she doesn't dress more provocatively, but
And the
she,
thing
she's a
is, she
teenage girl.
shouldn't have to
And no one should have to worry
know,
about what they're.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I mean,
stop
guys
being
should
a
just
creep.
stop being a creep. Yeah.
Leave fucking bitches alone. Like, I understand I just said bitches, but leave fucking people alone. What the fuck? I refer to bitches as in not an offensive term. I just say it generally. I say men, women, bitches. All right, like leave everybody alone. Stop being fucking gross. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
Right.
I mean, and the thing is, I understand you might reach out to a woman, maybe not realize that she's underage, but once you find out, you stop.
And then honestly,
know-
but if you don't know them at all, there's no reason for you to like try to message them. There's no reason to go in there and just hope for the fucking
I agree with you 100% on
That's
that
fucking
one.
weird. I've
Yeah.
had so many fucking random dudes on
Cold
Instagram
calling, yeah.
message me or
Yeah.
try to follow me and then say, "Oh, you're beautiful," and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Who are you? How'd you find me? Go away. And it's just weird. Like, it's weird. I don't like it. It's I don't like it.
It's a shame we live in a day and age
Yeah.
where this is something
You know,
that, you know?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
did you hear that Danny Masterson,
Yeah.
he's being charged with rape?
Yeah.
You know,
It's
so
like-
Not,
it's
not
looking
one,
like-
not two, but like a
Yeah.
handful of them.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So
It's-
it's looking. I really, I was.
We were really kind of like hoping that it
hoping
wasn't
for the best, that it wasn't
that it wasn't
true.
true.
You know, but God.
But he was
man,
doping him and raping him, wasn't he? Is what they said, I
It's-
think.
this-
I didn't
this
hear
seems
about
like
it.
you know.
Sarah said I look like Pippi Longstockings at 12.
I could
LOL.
see that, Sarah. I could see that.
We could see that, Sarah.
Yeah.
You're
It's
adorable.
just,
Yeah. The whole striped knee-high stocking kind of thing going on, yeah.
Well,
and
I
you know,
think just, I think the arrogance was just like, oh, I didn't think this was ever going to come out. Or
yeah,
whatever.
it's like no, it
I
doesn't
don't know.
matter what you thought. You know,
I'm trying to think if I
like,
was ever a creep. I
you
think
probably.
I was.
I'm sure
Everybody has
everybody-
something they've
No,
done
it's
you know,
inappropriate sometime in their
No.
life.
maybe not over the top
No.
inappropriate, but
well,
mildly so.
not underage. I'll say that.
Mhm.
But you know, I've sent my share of dick pics and stuff in the past.
Right.
So we all have
You know,
regrets.
Yeah, I
if
mean,
If you don't,
But
there's
they were with women I was dating, not like just some random chick on Instagram. You know.
right. It's like especially if you don't know them, then did you just search like keywords to look for someone? Did you? How did you just randomly
how
find a
did
bitch?
he randomly come across a
You know?
16-year-old? I mean, from a different state, everything. Like
Right,
you
it's like how
randomly.
did you come
You get
across these people?
too
Yeah.
much time on your hands.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what,
what
he
I'm
needs a
saying.
hobby.
Obviously, his job isn't doing enough for him because he has
Volunteer
too
your
much time.
time at the local United Way.
It's like
Please do
for
something,
fuck's
Chris.
sake.
Give a hand. Help.
Not in a bad way either. Like,
Yeah.
don't give a hand in a bad way. Like,
Not a handy.
right.
A hand.
$5
A hand on-
handy.
to yourself, maybe. but
Although, if you wanted to come and give $5 handies, Chris, we could touch you.
Speaking of $5 handies, we have the shirt on sale in the merch store right now.
it's not $5, unfortunately.
No, the shirt is not
can't
But the
$5.
control
handies
that.
are
But
$5.
the
But
handies
the
are
handies are
$5.
Yeah.
But,
Satisfaction
yeah,
guaranteed.
maybe. At least half the time, depending on who's giving it. I'm just saying.
Is
you
there a
can't
list
always-
of people that you get
That's
to
probably
choose
a really
from?
bad
Is that
list. No,
it?
it's random.
It's like, you
It's
know,
random, and you
or you
kinda-
just
it's
show
luck of
up
the
and
draw.
whoever the hell's there.
It's luck of the draw.
Luck
so,
of the draw.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Ryan said I sent autographed dick pics.
I'm glad you have a short
Which
name,
is
Ryan.
horrible.
You know, I actually sent a dick pic to Whitney Cummings, but it was a picture of a guitar pick with the word dick on
I've
it.
seen that
Yeah,
before.
you're
Yeah.
silly.
Yes.
You see, if that were like a thing that you actually did, I'd be so disappointed.
No,
I'd be
no,
like,
no.
oh my god, you're gross.
Oh.
No.
He did all his stupid shit before I met him, so
Yeah. I'm trying to think too, man.
because none of that shit would have flew
yeah.
with me. So
I think for the most part, I've been a pretty decent guy.
Yeah, you've been
when,
pretty decent.
when it comes to that kind of stuff.
you were very.
I was an asshole.
You
but
were. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm sure you had your moments where you were total dick, but with me, you were always real. You didn't like overstep any boundaries. 'Cause I
Yeah.
probably would have fucking chopped your dick off or something. Whatever. Whatever. I don't know.
It's all
Who knows
good.
what would have happened.
What do you guys feel about this whole Chris D'Elia thing, or do you just not give a shit?
I feel like everyone just stop being fucking creeps. What the fuck? It's not that hard. I don't
Yeah.
go out of my way
no,
to do this shit.
and, you know, like
I never did.
like with the Aziz Ansari thing, like that was taken out of proportion. But this, Like,
And the thing is, he apologized. He said he was sorry to her. He stepped back from all of this shit. Like, he didn't just continue to say, "Oh, I'm innocent. I'm
Yeah,
innocent.
yeah,
This
yeah.
didn't happen this
Tristan
way."
Lee is
He
kind
did
of,
it differently. This is, you know,
and he came out and said he didn't do anything like wrong, basically.
Yeah, he's not gonna man up.
Yeah, he's not gonna man up for
Right.
Say
it.
I'm an ass.
it's if you did something fucked up, at least say, "Hey, yeah, I know I did."
I will say most of this stuff happened early in his career. I will say that. Not saying it's
Fucking Ryan,
right,
shut up.
obviously.
Yeah.
But it was early in his career. He did say that, you know,
He's changed his evil ways.
well, kind of, sort of,
I mean, you
kind of
can
like
change,
more like you know, he, at the time he kind of let his starting to get bigger, go to his head, like he could do anything.
Yeah. Ryan said, "I'm gonna sit on his lap again."
I bet he will.
Stop it, Ryan.
Yeah.
I bet he
Stop it,
will.
Ryan. So I just think guys need to stop being such creeps.
And then your butt will
you
be
know,
on fire.
Right. And then there's some females who also need to stop being creeps. So stop being
Yeah.
fucking creeps.
But there's also so he just released a Netflix special back in April.
Mm-hmm.
So far Netflix hasn't removed that.
Mm.
And there's also a film coming up called I want to say it's Army of Darkness or Army of Zombies or some shit. That's also supposed to come out on Netflix, and so far they're keeping that too. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen.
There?
And yeah,
Mm.
so
Yeah.
we'll figure that out, I guess, as we go.
Oh man.
Um,
Are we gonna bring up this Christian rock band guy?
yeah, we're doing that right now.
Sweet.
Are we really?
Here we go.
Yeah, because I figure honestly, I'll
Mm.
call Jay for the last couple because he wanted to talk about both of them.
That's just cool.
So that way
That's
we
fine.
can just kind of go into
all that.
playing with balls and all that stuff right after. So Ryan says Sarah sends me titty pics all the time without my permission.
Sarah, how dare you?
How dare you?
You need to have his okay.
Hashtag me too,
silly,
Ryan.
silly.
Okay, so
So
we're gonna
silly.
get into that now. Let's do that.
Right now, this?
Right now.
Yeah.
Getting
Yes,
into
right
it.
now.
Oh.
So,
this.
Jonathan Steingard, Christian
Jonathan
singer, reveals
Steingard.
he
Is that his
no
name?
longer believes in God.
That's his name?
Yes.
Are you sure? Why does it say something different on the outline?
Huck Nelson?
Because that's the band name.
That's the band name?
Yes.
I thought that was the guy's name.
No.
I was looking into all this, like, I found that's the name I found. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who's that? What kind of name is this?
Jonathan Steingard, frontman for the Christian rock band Hawk Nelson, has gone public with some personal news. In a recent
It's
lengthy
personal,
post on his
but
Instagram
it's, like,
account,
All
the
over
singer
place.
shared that he no longer believes in God. Now, one of the things that kind of
Awkward.
yeah, one of the things that kind of like is confusing about this, well, for one, he's a Christian rock singer,
That's so funny to me.
and he's
Oh.
just like I don't
Uh,
believe in God. Like what? You're
Wait a minute. Like, what suddenly changed your mind, though?
Yeah.
I guess.
Two, he's a Christian rock singer.
You just said it again. You have 2 points, and these were
Is
it.
he in it just for the money?
No, he said that when he basically
I loved it. It was great.
he said that basically like like he did believe in God when they started the band and
But
all
now,
that. But during I don't know what length of time, he didn't specifically say how long it took him,
Yeah.
but it was something that he's been kind of struggling with for a while.
Huh.
And when he decided that, that's when he came out and said that.
huh?
Wow.
That's,
Yeah, so it's a little odd.
So
It's a
now he's
little funny.
unemployed?
I
Is he
don't
right? Is he
know.
unemployed?
I
Is he-
don't know.
Are they a non-Christian?
But he
rock
did say I mean, he said that he. Well, let's just read his post.
Let's.
Because it's
Probably clear. Maybe explain a little more here. I don't-
Let's read the post.
Your mom said, "I guess he's gonna have to rock and roll."
I guess. This is not a post I ever thought that I would write, but now that I feel I really need to, I've agonized over whether to say this publicly, and if so, how to do it. But I now feel that it's less important how I do it and more important that I do it. So here it goes. After growing up in a Christian home, being a pastor's kid, playing and singing in a Christian band,
Okay.
and having the word Christian in front of most of the things in my life, I am now finding that I no longer believe in God. The last few words of that sentence were hard to write. I still find myself wanting to soften that statement by wording it differently or less specifically, but it wouldn't be as true. The process of getting to that sentence has been several years in the making, so it does say that. It didn't happen overnight or all of a sudden. It's been more like pulling on the threads of a sweater and one day discovering that there was no more sweater left. I've been terrified to be honest about this publicly for quite some time because of all that I thought I would lose. I'm still scared, but I'm writing this now for a few reasons. Firstly, I simply can no longer avoid it. Processing this quietly felt right when I simply had doubts, but once they solidified into a genuine point of view, it began to feel dishonest and for him not to talk about it. But basically, he goes into saying, because this is pretty long. I mean, there's several
a lot
pages. More. But the bottom line is, he was not lying while he was making the music. Even though there was doubts, he did still believe in God.
Gotcha.
So he wanted to point that out to the fans that he wasn't like a poser or nothing like that.
He's not
it wasn't
a poser.
Just for money or fame. That's not why he got into it. But as his journey, I guess the last several years, he's just questioned certain things in the world and just his beliefs, and that's how he came up with all of that.
Ryan said, when a Christian rock band member listens to death metal during quarantine, pushes you to the brink. Does anything matter? Is there a God?
And then you play, and nothing else matters. Yes. Anyways,
had to bring that in there.
Yes. So, like, my whole thing is, so what's next? Christian singers.
Is he gonna be like atheist? Like he's gonna be like an atheist, like
I don't know.
Group, like singing or group? I don't know.
Or
is he
knows?
just not gonna do anything at all anymore? He's just kind of just slowly dissipate.
You know, when you read through it, though, I wasn't surprised because he's a PK, so they usually rebel.
Yeah.
Stuff. So my best friend's a PK.
What is a PK?
Preacher's kid.
Preacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pastor,
I mean,
kid, preacher.
You know, sometimes
they're party dogs, man.
Yeah.
They got to break loose. If he didn't break loose when he was younger, this is his breakaway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because the problem is a lot of times, especially when you're a preacher's kid, is you get that kind of shoved down your throat, and you don't really get a choice.
Right. That's why you got to have that. You know what I mean?
You have to have
that.
That's why my parents, I was so happy they gave me a choice. They never shoved religion down my throat. And you know, I don't know exactly what I believe, to be honest with you. I used to consider myself an atheist. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there could be a greater power. Do I think it's exactly how it is?
We're getting into politics and religion today. Wow.
Do I think that? I know that's why I said this show's a little different today. But
people are gonna start not liking us.
No, I know. No, I just don't know what to believe. You know,
right.
That's the thing.
And that's the thing. It's okay to not know because we're not like forcing other people to feel the same way. It's like you don't have to feel the same way I do. You can feel the same way you felt at the beginning of the show. It doesn't change. We're not trying to put anything in anyone's head. We're just talking about it.
That's right. This is not a TED Talk.
Nope. This is just we're just talking.
We're just here for entertainment.
Yes. No trying to change anyone's mind.
Right.
Because I don't really give a shit if you feel the same way.
But in the same sense, we're not doing harm to anybody either.
Right.
You know?
So I'm just saying words and words.
Yeah.
Just lots of words.
Well,
a lot of the same words.
I mean,
I just said words like 5 times.
Over and over.
Yeah. You know, what's interesting about this whole situation is the fact that, like, you know, like, you would think, though, with his success, that you would think, like, oh, wow, God does exist. Because look at all of the things that
the blessings bestowed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But in his case, it was the opposite effect.
So it's like,
so that's kind of like, I wonder I mean, he was saying, he looked around the world and saw all the pain and death and stuff like that, and basically like what God would allow that. What if he's all knowing, all powerful? Like why? And everybody has their own answers for that kind of stuff. I think humans are just stupid. That's mine.
Truly.
But if he was raised in a home of
point.
faith, he would know the answer to why those things happen and that it's not God's fault. You know what I mean? Because the church addresses those things. I really think it's just his breakaway. I think he didn't have a chance when he was a younger man.
Exactly. No people were harmed in the making
to do
of the show.
his little
Thank you,
So Chris,
sowing his oats.
I know you're active in the church.
I got faith. Yeah.
Yes. Why do you why do you have faith? Was there a moment in your life that was like, okay, now I believe, and what was that?
Right.
Oh boy, that's a hard thing. I think everybody has a faith in them, but faith is something that it's like a plant. It has to be nurtured and tended to, and in order for it to bloom to its greatest potential and stuff. Some people want to spend the time and focus on that, and other people don't, and stuff. So whatever attention you put into that, I think is what is where you'll go and stuff. So, but I think it all kind of leads to the same thing. I'm really different about my faith. I think there's only one God. Everybody believes in the same God. They just interpret it for us all, so that we can all kind of connect with it on our personal level and stuff. So, but
okay.
Did
That's
I
a
answer
good
that
answer.
for you?
Yeah,
or no?
yeah. I mean, in a very walk around way, yes.
Yeah.
But no.
Everybody's got faith. But so I think the faith was always in me. When did my faith take off? For me, my thing I think was when I had kids. I felt a responsibility. That was my thing where when it kind of for me it took
So you
off.
don't think that was just parental instincts?
Could have been. I would say, yeah, it could be part of that and everything. I always experimented with different faiths and stuff
And
like
drugs.
and drugs, and sometimes together too. Honestly.
Yeah.
But look at different types of religions and faiths and stuff like that, and find out what it is you believe in.
What works for you?
stuff,
What you
Yeah,
agree with?
it doesn't change your life. I'll tell you that. It just
Absolutely
it's not a magic pill. It's something you focus on and do like anything in life.
A lot of people though, it does change. Like they can take it to an extreme to where I feel like it does kind of change.
I agree with that, and sometimes those people are uncomfortable, to be quite candid, right? Like they've taken a magical pill that
somehow,
just,
it's like I don't understand how that. I don't understand it, but okay, like I just kind of have.
I'm glad it saved your life, but
okay,
right.
like it's a lot.
No.
And that's kind of where I'm at. Like my whole thing is like I have nothing against people that are religious.
Right.
I would say that if I was to describe myself, it would be more spiritual, but I kind of do it on my own terms. I'm not really a fan of the church.
But isn't that what faith or religion or whatever you want to call it is? It's a personal thing. Nobody has the same faith. Your interpretation of whatever faith is going to be completely unique, even if you follow the same guidelines as anybody else, because you're going to personalize that interpretation. Faith is an individual thing. They try to blanket it, but you can't blanket it. It's it's a personalized thing. You have taken information and you've put it in, and you've decided what is the hierarchy of these things. Yes. And somebody else can try to tell you, well, no, that's not the right way. This is what you're but you're going to, you should stay true to yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone sees things differently.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a great little religious.
Oh, we don't have to do that.
Well,
that's great.
Well, Ashley's not very religious, and she went to Catholic schools.
I was raised Catholic.
I was raised Catholic myself.
Catholic school, church.
I went to church quite often with my grandparents.
Everything, all the whole thing.
We did
I was baptized.
Yep.
Still going to hell, but I was baptized.
I wasn't baptized.
See, that's irony. See, I was not really raised in a home of faith. My parents basically put us on the Sunday school bus so they could stay home and fuck all Sunday morning while we were at Sunday school.
I didn't go to. Thing is, we didn't go to church Sundays, like on Sunday morning or anything. I didn't go to Bible study. I didn't go to none of that.
Not as a family?
Nope.
Well, your dad did.
Me, I didn't.
Your dad. I think your dad did though, didn't he?
I-
Didn't he help with
I think so. My dad helped. That church nearby, that
Yeah.
church we got married
Down the
in.
road.
Well,
Yeah, actually,
but I
kinda down
thought
the-
as a
I
child
don't
that
honestly know. I can't
he
say I
helped out
remember
at a
talking to him
Catholic
about
church.
it. I can't remember if I've just
I don't
talked
know.
about it with him. You might have gotten into something with him. I don't typically talk religion, so I don't.
I mean, I
can't
don't
say.
usually either.
I know,
because
but
I
you
don't really
would have
have
randomly
any.
gotten to that conversation more than I would have, because I try to steer clear with most people, unless I know they don't care how that.
Yeah,
This is how
Ryan
I
said
feel, and vice versa.
Christianity is actually the newest religion, which is true.
Congratulations, you've received 100 messages. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay! Okay.
Also, yeah. So we're gonna. Are you ready for crazy news?
Sure.
Is it that time?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Because we gotta
Sure.
kind of get going here.
Moving along. I know it's
Yeah.
12.
Yeah. The interview lasted a little longer, but that was fine.
And we also talked
Yeah.
about religion, and
Yeah.
we talked about
Mhm.
political things, and we've had a lot of things going on today.
Thanks.
Stuff and things.
Yep.
Today.
So just hold on 1 second, and I will do the crazy news intro.
Alrighty then.
We'll
Intro.
get into that.
Okay.
Okay.
So, oddly enough, it kind of worked out this way. At least 2 of these stories are, they have lots to do with women. And the other one, it kind of has to do with women too, but they're all just a bit strange. So
So there's a theme.
perfect for Father's Day, right?
Crazy
Nothing to
women
do with
theme.
really men. Nothing to do with fathers. Just perfect, right? I didn't
I know.
plan that. It was
Well,
for
you
last
did
week.
it. It was exactly. It was
Yeah.
for last week.
So
and-
it just,
It's crazy woman theme.
it's just kind of odd woman stuff going on.
Odd women.
All right, so
Familiar with this?
yeah, I mean, so am I. I am. Are you okay?
my ear.
Oh,
the.
I was like making sure.
I need to get new headphones.
I gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
So I will.
We had ordered some new ones. Waited 2 months for them, and then they just said, "Oh, well, we don't have them anymore,
Don't
so
you
we're
hate
gonna
that?
cancel the order and refund you the money."
Yeah.
They
You're like,
can't refund me the time.
I'm actually
that I
not
waited.
happy with that.
That was
but okay.
Amazon. They did that to
No,
me
that
with the
was-
underwear.
It was actually Wish.
It was Wish.
Yeah.
Oh, I have that problem with
Fucking Wish.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Fucking Wish.
They won't
Alright.
send me my underwear.
First story.
Grandmother quits her job after earning 1,300 euros a month selling saucy snaps online.
Ooh, saucy
They're
snaps.
saucy.
Saucy.
That's the word they use, and that's the word I said.
Grandma's dropping it like she's hot.
I know, right? 59-year-old grandmother says she is quitting her day job as a carer after her daughter convinced her to sell saucy pictures online. The word saucy again.
Saucy.
I like the word. It's good here.
I like it too. I like it a lot.
Sandra Marie Brooks splits her name. What the fuck am I talking about? Splits her time between Portugal and Amsterdam and says she can make 1,500 euros a month through the website OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it before.
Oh yeah, it's becoming popular with
Do you,
skanks.
do you know about it?
Yes.
'Cause are you a skank?
Yes.
Okay, I
I
thought
sell
so.
my nudes for $1,300.
I knew it. Then where's this money at?
I'm waiting for the next one.
I spend it on other people's
Other skanks.
other skanks pictures on OnlyFans.
I prefer a different site. I go to Sloppy Pics.
Sloppy pics.
I always think it's saucy pics, but whatever.
Sloppy Pics.
She says that the money she makes is more than triple what she earned at her last job as a part-time carer.
Cool.
Her personal Instagram account has over 11,000 followers and depicts the grandmother in a series of skimpy outfits and suggestive poses.
Saucy.
Saucy as shit. I understand what the fans want, and I know how to give it to them, is what she said.
Wow.
That's what she said. For real, for reals.
Where's she at?
I don't know. Ryan said grandma's sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to know.
Yeah, just stay over there, Chris. Over her working life, Sandra has done stints as a go-go dancer,
Okay.
masseuse, personal trainer, escort, and choreographer.
Escort.
She's been an escort.
She's full service, huh?
Yeah, she's been doing a lot of things over the course of her life.
Saucy things.
Saucy
Very,
things.
very saucy things. She said, I have spent a lot of time on the stage, so I know all about performing for people. Her daughter, who also has a very successful OnlyFans page of her own, plus 434,000 followers on Instagram, convinced her.
She's a little saucy.
Convinced her mom. Her mom's a little saucy, and her daughter's very saucy. But she convinced her mom to give it a shot while they were on holiday together. That's a nice little conversation to have with your mom. Like, oh, Mom, you should just get on this OnlyFans page and get into suggestive outfits with suggestive poses and be real saucy.
Yeah, because that's what
That's a
every
conversation.
daughter
That's
wants
what
for
me
their
and
mother.
my mom talk about. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, we just haven't agreed on like where to go with it yet.
Actually, I'm getting inspired, I think. I have an idea.
You're going to be on OnlyFans, Chris?
Saucy pics, man.
He's
On
gonna get into
OnlyFans.
some saucy positions, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You with the fireman hose?
Oh
If
god.
I can make 15 euros a month, man, sure.
If I can, shoot, I'll
Not
try.
15. That's horrible. It's like $15 a month.
1,500.
That would be good. $15 a month, I'll
Ryan
take
said
it.
she has caused like 13 heart attacks at the home.
Yep. He said, "Get hungry. Nothing will make you lick your
saw
lips
that.
like grandma sauce."
Oh
That's
god.
funny.
Oh god. So they basically rented a villa together in the mountains of Portugal,
Yeah.
and they talked about this. I guess her daughter told her about her online work in more detail. They discussed all of this. She said, "I was happy for her that she could earn lots of money making the virtual world work for her. I was proud of her, but I didn't think I could do this job myself." That's a weird picture. Okay. It shows one of her pictures. It's not like a real scantily clad picture, but
I know, and
um,
there were other ones that I seen, and I was just like, I'm not putting that on.
I'm not putting this on.
I
Sorry, I
don't
can't do
really
it.
care. Yeah.
Like I can't do this.
Yeah.
Soon after that, she was Sandra was offered a job in England, but daughter had to talk her out of getting on the plane. When I told her about England, she said, "Why don't you come and live with me instead?" She offered to teach me about how to earn money and shoot my own videos and photos. She thought about it, and I guess she went with it because that is what she's doing. Wow. She's also spending time with her grandson because now they're living together.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Oh, spending time with my grandson, making him dinner, taking him to school and stuff, and
Then making sauce. Is she making that sauce?
Making that sauce.
Like grandma sauce.
That grandma sauce.
Yeah.
That's different for the grandson, of course.
That thick
God.
gravy.
Let's see. Shit, I had a lot to learn, and I had not been too concerned
Gravy
about
in the
my
sauce?
looks after being a few years off grid. So her daughter helped her. She said not only with learning how to film and build my social media profile, but with trips to the gym, getting in shape, getting my nails, hair, and teeth perfect again. Of course,
Mhm.
COVID made that much more difficult. The plan was to start my OnlyFans when I had 5,000 followers on Instagram, but I started anyway in March this year with only 3,000.
Wonder if her and her daughter share recipes. Don't mix the sauces.
Mm.
Ryan.
Oh, Ryan. And Ryan's enjoying this story. I think
He said, "Okay, I'm done."
it's like, okay, I'm done. No, it's good. It's funny. So I'm trying to see if there's any more here. She is happy with her earnings, enjoying the process of investing in herself, making progress, and building up her fan base.
Yeah.
I am so grateful I have fans wanting to pay for me, renewing their subscriptions. I give them what they want, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's fake.
She said, I did not expect my biggest audience would be in the under 35 age bracket. I love talking with them. Most of them are really nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Alright.
that's great. I guess good for her, right? If
Yeah.
if that's working for her, fuck it.
I
right?
mean, $1,300 isn't like the greatest
God,
money.
this is a long article.
Yeah.
What else
I
are they
think we've
talking
gotten
about?
the point.
Yeah,
on
that's
that,
the point.
yeah.
She's just talking about how how everything played out and all that.
Mhm.
I skipped over a little bit, but yeah, she's doing well for herself,
Cool.
and she's getting time with her
So
grandson and daughter. And
OnlyFans.com.
go find her, I guess.
Saucy
if
grandma,
you're curious
yep.
as to what's going on there.
Mhm.
Chris is curious, I can tell.
Yes.
He's wondering about.
He's about to
grandma's
go on her
sauce.
profile after the show.
He's like, I'm wondering about
Him and
grandma's
his dad's
sauce right
gonna
now.
share the sauce.
It's finger looking good.
They're They're gonna decide what they want to do with that. Yeah, moving on. So this isn't about the next crazy chick. This is just interesting thing I found. We looked.
So there's a guy sandwiched between two chicks.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We looked for love while completely naked.
Don't
why we
make
think?
that noise, Chris.
Why we think?
That was disturbing. He's like,
I should make that a sound effect just to creep you out. That's so funny.
Fucking
You're like, don't
Chris.
make that noise. It's disturbing. Okay, so I want to read that again.
Okay.
We looked for love while completely naked. Why we think new dating is the way forward. Chris enjoys it. Chris enjoying it.
He's trying not to lose his shit over here. It's hilarious.
First dates are always nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
What if you don't enjoy them? What if they don't like you? What if you have nothing to talk about and it's really awkward? So imagine sitting down and meeting for the first time while completely naked. So naked speed dating events became a hit before lockdown, and many could now move online, offering people the chance to get to know each other without the distraction of clothes. I wonder what t-shirt you're wearing. Like, what is on your shirt? Like, I guess that's the distraction they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is that? Is that a band? I've never heard of them. Like,
Yeah.
is that Christian rock band? Like,
My question is that a mole
Call
or a
back.
Call
third?
back.
Is that a mole or a third nipple?
it might be a third nipple.
Third nipple.
I'm gonna say third
Yeah.
nipple. The events were held in pubs, apparently, with guests changing into robes on arrival before stripping off as they sat down. I would like.
Cool.
Hopefully, they had something on the chair, so they're
I
not just
don't-
balls against.
I mean,
the
were
chair.
they
What the
really
fuck?
just like completely naked? Because
I don't know,
even
man.
in this picture, I see a woman with a bra in the background.
I mean, maybe she just put it on because she wasn't
support.
in that hat for
Well-
support. But in that dating moment, they would have 3 minutes with each potential match before moving on, just like in traditional speed dating.
That's a lot of sex. 3-minute sex. That's standard, right?
Yeah.
We've spoken to two people. I guess they searched for. They talked to two people about after they have done this. I guess the advantages, the disadvantages, and their most memorable stories from the events. I'm not going to go through, each and every little detail. So Nolan, this man is 36, and he, even though he stripped, I guess for the event, he decided to wear his hat still,
Okay.
because fuck it, right?
That's
Wear his hat.
classy.
not? Yeah.
That is
He
classy.
could tip his hat to her,
Yes.
whatever.
What was he, a male stripper?
Well, there is a song about that
I mean,
too, right? I'll leave my hat on by
Yeah.
Joe Cocker, right?
Or the boots, or whatever the fuck. too.
Leave
That's
my
another-
boots on.
Like,
It
everything
does-
but the socks.
As long as he doesn't have socks on, I mean,
Yeah.
that's weird. So he said, I wear it every day, so it's like my identity. So his hat's his identity, okay?
Okay.
The music,
I mean,
what?
his name's not his fucking identity. Like,
No.
It's a
that's
shame that it's not his cock because he's sitting there fucking
I
naked.
know.
You know, that's
Like,
what
he's
you'd
just
want to
trying
be
to
known
get
Yeah, it is
the
what it
attention off
is.
his
for.
dick.
You know, no, look at my nice hat. you
Yeah.
know?
It's better than my
let's
cock.
see. The music and events promoter admits he didn't go to his first event to find love and more wanted the experience. But when he was there, he realized how much he enjoyed it and has come away with some great friends.
Yeah.
He said, I found it more relaxing than normal speed dating. You had nothing to hide. You're not being judged. You probably are. I feel like we're normally judged by what we wear, and we try to guess what people do. People would be more talkative. I wasn't really there to look for a date. I wanted to say I'd done it.
I mean,
He'd
I
done
get
speed
it.
dating naked.
I get the whole like dating websites and stuff. I've done that shit in the past.
Mhm.
I think.
I guess
but
it's
for
it's
people
something.
to say that they're just doing it, because like you're trying to get laid. That's the only reason why you're going to these places.
Let's see. I got comments.
Because if you're
here.
trying to look for love, that's not how you usually look for love.
That's so romantic.
just
of you.
me.
That's so sweet.
Like I mean, like I don't think I've ever dated anybody like long term from a dating site. It's always been like somebody that I come across like in everyday life. You know what I mean? Like Ashley was somebody I worked with.
Right.
Look how that turned out for him. Shit.
I had exes that were we went to school together.
Mm-hmm.
Or like my one ex, she was a girl from the neighborhood I kind of knew, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like, you know what I mean? Like I think that's how you find people. Like you
Mhm.
know, go to a bar, but even
Mhm.
I guess
even
these
bar
people
chicks are
just
kinda,
feel like they're just being
don't
judged
know.
by, you know, certain things, and there's more like pressure to, you know, impress someone. I guess if your
Yep.
dick's just hanging out and you have a big dick, you know, you can impress somebody with your giant dick. I don't know.
If that's what she's looking for, you know what I mean? That's what some
if
women
she for
want.
sure wants a big dick, well,
Yeah.
there it
Maybe
is. You
maybe
can
there's
see it.
women that want a guy with a classy hat, though.
Right, maybe they do it just like the name
Ryan
Nolan.
said, "I met Sarah on a porno radio show. We'll be together forever."
Sarah also said if I was naked in a room with strangers, I'd be afraid. LOL. Period. I mean, that's how I feel too. I'd be like, I would be too afraid to like try to conversate with anyone because I'd be more.
Yeah,
I would be like,
awkward.
yeah.
Where's my
hella
cow?
awkward,
Is what
thank
she'd be
you.
worried.
I'd
Where's
be
my
like,
cow?
shit, I can't.
I need
would
something
just,
to sit on.
I would be trying to like cover myself up, but I wouldn't be able to talk.
Yeah,
I would be basically more awkward than I already am, and that, like that's another level that no one really wants. I don't want to get into that.
okay.
So you know what? Don't fucking dismiss me.
I'm
I'm
not.
so fucking. I don't like your like. You're like you just look at me and then say okay, and I'm like no, don't do that.
You're
I don't
really
know-
thinking that.
I don't care if it's Father's Day. Don't dismiss me.
I'm not.
I haven't dismissed you today because it's Father's Day. So
Mhm.
let's be nice. So basically,
that was the nonverbal dismissal right
so
there.
basically, the story is these people feel like this naked dating shit is good because they don't feel pressure to impress people. But I mean, kind of though, right?
Yeah,
Kind of.
I would think so.
Kind of. You're kind of like I don't know. I feel like they're still kind of judging you. They may not be saying it out loud, you know, but the judgments. People are constantly judging. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that if you think you're a person that doesn't judge, you do judge somewhere,
Oh, I judge
somehow.
the fuck out of people.
I keep it to myself. I don't try to. It's just natural.
Yep, it's
That's
just natural.
just what happens. I don't mean to think like, wow, that guy's an asshole, but it happens.
I mean, like when we
So-
call Jay a douche.
yeah, it's not
We're
like I'm
judging the
trying.
fuck out of him.
I'm not trying to. It's just there. When I say, God damn,
If
you're
the
a
shoe
fucking
fits.
idiot, you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
sorry that I think you're a fucking idiot, but don't say stupid shit, you know? I don't go out and say it and make an argument or fight with people. It's just what I think.
Yeah.
It's just
We're
natural.
allowed to think.
This is
things.
true. I can attest to this because she has never called me out on any of
No,
the
I've
stupid
never said,
shit,
Chris,
man.
stop being such a fucking
Nope,
idiot.
she has never done that
Never.
to me, guys.
I'm very nice.
She is very nice and sweet.
I will
yes.
judge you on the inside if I have to.
And she does. I know. She does.
But if I don't like you, I feel like you'll know because I won't really
And I
want to
do.
talk to you. Chris, stop it. I won't really talk to you very much. I'll just kind of be like,
Some nights are hard to sleep, but
Sometimes
know.
it's hard to sleep.
most of the time I do all right.
Oh god.
Next
All right.
one.
Yeah, the next one.
You'll like
Um,
this one, Chris.
Yeah, he's been enjoying this. So it just gets better.
It
So,
just
Yeah.
gets better.
so mom drinks sperm smoothies to fight off coronavirus.
Oh Jesus.
So that's it.
Yeah.
That's the
She's
story.
just doing it for the taste.
Maybe. Okay, I'm not gonna get into that. A mother of two believes that drinking smoothies with a shot of sperm have
Where
helped
is she
them-
getting the sperm?
Is she married? I don't know. She's fucking some dude.
She has two
I don't
kids.
From the saucy pigs.
From that saucy pigs. So
Call back.
it has, with a shot of sperm, have helped to boost her immune system, and it is helping prevent coronavirus.
Now we know where Jay's been spending his
Now
time.
we know what Jay's been doing.
Yeah.
Tracy Kiss, 32, that's her name, says she has not had a cold or flu for 3 years because of her concoction, which is made using donations from her boyfriend.
She
There you
should call
go.
it a concoction.
Well, I think concoction is correct. And she takes 3 shots a week.
To the face.
To the face!
He's a lucky man.
To her mouth. So,
I mean, what I like, get it right from the source. Why she gotta mix it with stuff?
because
And like,
that's the
what-
problem.
That's
man.
the thing. Like,
There you go.
does she like have him like
Does he
jizz
jerk off in a cup? Does he do it in
What
a,
the
like,
fuck?
it has to be in a cup,
I
right?
gotta.
Has to be in a cup, right?
Into the juicer. Right into the
Into the
juicer.
blender.
Honey, get in the
Put it in
kitchen.
the blender.
I'm gonna finish. Honey, not yet. I don't have the juicer on the counter.
Bring
Yeah.
the blender. Like, it's like, what? So, she's a personal trainer. She said, I found a free and vegan-friendly alternative method to boost the body's immune system.
Oh man.
Ryan
You-
says she has a neighborhood take-up collection.
Yeah, Sarah, yuck. And your mom said, "Oh my God. Oh my God is right." You don't always know what it is in pharmaceutical medicine. It is much better for the body to drink something that doesn't contain chemicals. It isn't much different to a mother breastfeeding her newborn to give them the nutrients they need. It's a lot different.
It's a lot different.
You're okay.
Yes.
Anyways, it isn't for everyone, but it's packed full of vitamins, and I haven't had a cold or flu since drinking it in 2017.
Yeah.
I also put it on my face to clear up my skin. Now that I've heard is a thing, that it helps to get rid of acne and stuff. So, I don't know. Because,
Then you're letting a lot of it go to waste.
I mean, no, listen, though. I thought you were going to ask, how do you know this? Where have you heard this from? So I will get into that without you asking. Because I dated Mullins, right?
Yeah.
And she had a lot of issues with acne when we first started dating.
So she put sperm
no,
on her face?
No. She was in this thing, like life skills, like this school, whatever. And her teacher, who was, I think, this Russian or a German lady, randomly told her, "Oh, you need to get some sperm or ejaculate." I don't know what word she used. "And rub it on your face. It'll help with your acne."
Nice.
And I was like, wow, that's
awkward. So do the little
awkward.
sperms like go in and eat the blackheads?
Maybe?
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
She was really popular girl after that, though.
I was like, so it's like, I don't know. But that's how I know. She continued, "It's best to consume semen as close to production as possible to get the most nutrients and benefits." So she can't leave it sitting there. So yes, he is just coming into a fucking blender, apparently.
Is that really what's happening?
I don't know. It doesn't say that, but that's what she's basically saying here.
She also, Sarah said pineapple juice also.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. That's a lot better alternative. So,
Ryan said it rubs my children on his
classic.
skin.
That's great.
That's gross.
That's classic.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
That is the best line of the day.
Yep.
She said, "But I often store it in the freezer in an ice cube tray.
Ew.
As my partner, who does not wish to be named, and I are in a long-distance relationship.
What?
The quantity depends on how hydrated my boyfriend is on the day. I sometimes have a shot
The fuck
or
is wrong with this
disguise
bitch?
the taste in a smoothie with fresh berries and bananas."
Yeah.
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 That's about it, yeah.
I can't even say, like, I guess she's liking her penis coladas.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. She's like, "I'm strictly looking at this from a health perspective. I think a lot of people try new ways to boost their immune system when they start presenting symptoms, but then it is too late. You must take immune system strong prior to an illness and ensure you can fight it off." She believes semen consumption will prevent coronavirus as she leads an active, healthy lifestyle.
So she's basically taking a healthy dose.
And the
of
supplement
penicillin?
has helped her immune system. I just wanted to finish the sentence. You couldn't even let me do that.
Penicillin?
Ew. Gross. She has like an ice tray in her hand,
Oh
and she's
my
like
God.
showing the sperm and
Yo,
like ice tray.
I
That's
have a
gross.
picture of the concoction.
It's gross looking.
It's gross looking. It looks
If
like
you-
ass.
That's gross. And if you like penis coladas, getting caught in the rain.
Oh my God.
So,
Was that crazy news?
no, I'm not done.
Okay.
The smoothies aren't any different to drinking honey and lemon water when you have a sore throat.
Oh,
It is just another natural remedy, but completely free.
natural lubricant.
You don't have to have a partner. You could just ask a male friend who is healthy.
Wow.
She does not give a fuck. Her and her boyfriend could break up, and she will just find a healthy male friend to help her out. I'm assuming.
She's a guzzler.
Yeah.
So there is that. Now I'm done with crazy
Okay.
news.
Wow.
Crazy.
Ryan said, "Daddy, I'm low. Could you spice up my drink?"
This is just
He's on fire today.
yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Sarah today.
Yeah.
They're saying some words. You guys are saying a lot of words today.
Word.
Lots of words.
Well, yeah, Ryan, she does.
Yeah,
puts them in
she
sperm
freezes them.
cubes.
Yeah,
Yep.
she has a ice tray full of sperm cubes.
Yes.
That's right.
Hmm.
Great.
All right.
It's
So
a great time.
we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna get
We're
Jay on the
almost-
line.
We're almost at the 12:30 mark. I'm sorry.
I know, man.
You want to skip, Jay? You might want to skip all these topics. This is a lot.
Well, I don't know how we got into all of that, huh?
I mean, I'm telling you. I mean, we talked about the baby bird and we talked about Black Lives
Well,
Matter.
let's
We
get
skipped
Jay
that.
on.
At least do crazy news, right? Crazy news. Balls.
Yeah, we'll
Sperm,
do balls.
whatever.
We'll actually talk about these two next week.
Yeah,
He
might.
won't be on though
won't be
because Larry's coming next week.
Well, we'll get into that later. We'll talk about stuff later.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Can you just go to a break? Call Jay.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
Ashley,
So
thank you.
we will
Go to a break.
go
Just go.
break and we'll see you in a moment.
Well, you'll
the
see
Epic
us in a moment,
radio.
not the other way around.
What?
We're not going to see them. They're going to see us.
Shut up.
I'm looking for them. Are they out there?
Where
Hello?
are you?
Anyone?
Hello.
Are you there?
Are you there? Hi.
Let me out.
Hi.
You
I'm
know,
stuck
one
right
last
here
thing
with these
before
two.
we go off.
Oh no.
I was just thinking, like, maybe she has, like, aged ice cubes. Like, oh, like, this is a very good year.
The class of
Yes.
'82.
Right, 2004.
This is the American soccer team.
Yeah.
This was great.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is Tom Brady's.
That's what I was just gonna do. You got it, man. Good job.
I'm glad I covered this story today, y'all.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Okay. See you in a few.
You're listening to The Epic Radio Show, live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and theepicradioshow.com. Listen to us anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Download today on the App Store or Google Play, and take this show on the road. The Epic Radio Show. Make life epic.
Make life epic.
Attention small business owners. Are you trying to reach thousands of engaging customers, but radio and television ads are out of your budget? Advertise with us here at Brain Baby Media. We offer low monthly payments with no contracts, no hassle, and you can cancel anytime. But why would you? With our ads on multiple platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, your brand will reach new heights, and guess what? It's a business expense. That means you can write it off at the end of the year. So contact Epic today at theepicradioshow.com and make your business epic.
Hey ladies, if you're looking for premium makeup at a price that can't be beat, hit up Glitz and Glitter by Goldie. Glitz and Glitter by Goldie has everything you need to enhance your beauty without breaking the bank. Go to uniqueproducts.com/GoldieAlphaHell today and take advantage of the savings. Right now, there's a new beauty box for only $99, so what are you waiting for? Get to Glitz and Glitter by Goldie today at Unique, that's YOUNIQUE products.com/GoldieAlphaHell.
Want to feel like you're part of the show? Get your official The Epic Radio Show merch right now. We have unisex tees, hoodies, mugs, winter hats, baby onesies, and much more. Check it out at www.etsy.com/shop/The Epic Radio Show. Official unisex tees are only $12 and get free shipping on orders over $35. Yup, that's right, you heard me. That's free shipping on orders over $35. The holidays are over, but you can still treat yourself to some great official merch from The Epic Radio Show. So hurry now to the site and get some epic gear for the new year and make 2020 epic.
All right, we're back. Ashley went upstairs for some reason.
He's invisible.
We got Jay on the line though,
Oh no.
and it was his birthday a few days ago. Happy birthday, Jay.
birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're what? 36, right?
Yeah.
Yep. He's a year behind me.
Yeah.
You sound so enthused to be here.
Yeah, he's excited. Just super
I
excited.
am. I'm so enthused to be
Yep.
not here.
Mm.
Okay. Well, anyways,
All right, but anyways, I got some sports news coming up.
yeah.
Is that going to happen now?
Yeah. What kind of things you got coming for us while I get this together?
I got some baseball news, basketball, and some football news. So I'm just gonna run through some topics, and if anyone has any questions, they can chime in.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna do the intro, and then we'll get on that. Okay.
All right, hello.
Hey.
All right. So first up, I'll go ahead and do some Major League Baseball news. There's not really much to report on them, but they do have the Major League Baseball Commission is actually they're moving spring training. Usually that's done down in Florida, Arizona, stuff like that. They're moving it, and they're having all the teams do spring training in their home ballparks.
Okay.
So that's something. But I don't know, man. It's still going spring training, so it's kind of late to be starting baseball. It's already going into July, and
are they going to do like a half season or what?
Going on, so, huh?
Are they going to do like a half season or what?
I don't know I don't know any extent of what's going on with the season yet.
I don't think they're going to play ball.
Yeah, if they're just doing spring training in their ballpark,
all they're going to do.
It's already almost July, so I mean, it's already the halfway point of the season should have been coming up, you know.
For sure.
So, but anyways, that's that. So I'll move on to the NBA news. So they've come up with the 20 to 22 team season, or 20 to 22 team season thing. Some players are happy about it, some players aren't. But anyways, with the coronavirus pushing all this back, it actually gave a few players a bonus, because someone like with the likes of DeMarcus Cousins, we all know he messed up his leg, and the Lakers cut him.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I mean, like with a knife?
Did they cut him?
Did they cut him with a knife?
Was it a sword?
No. He messed up his leg and they cut him. No, yeah. So, anyways,
we just love fucking with you, dude.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to rattle these off real quick. Anyways, with DeMarcus Cousins, now he's able, since he's able to rehab a lot, longer because of the pushback of the season and all that. He's got 3 teams actually looking to sign him: the Spurs, the Celtics, and the Mavericks. I would have liked to see him still on the Lakers, because I think he can still be all right if he's still a dominant presence in the paint, and he still can shoot a 3. So, I mean, that'd be a good center to have.
Yeah, but isn't he injured? Is that the whole reason why they're cutting him?
No, the Lakers already cut him. They already waived him. Yeah, they waived him.
Oh.
They waived him to make room on the roster, because to get another big man, because he was sitting there and they didn't know what was going to go on with him. So they needed to get an extra body for the playoffs, and to match up with the Clippers, because the Clippers now are actually planning to sign Joakim Noah. So as soon as that all gets done, and we all know Joakim Noah hates LeBron James. This goes back when Joakim Noah was with the Chicago Bulls and LeBron played for the Cavs. I don't know if you remember Joakim Noah, but he was.
I do, because he played with him and Derrick Rose actually did really well there in the beginning when he was a
that was
when he was a rookie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the Clippers are planning to sign him, and it's kind of like the Clippers have done nothing but sign player after player to it looks like their roster's better than the Lakers. So like if I was going on paper head to head, the Clippers would on paper beat the Lakers. So, but we'll see when they match up, and if they match up, and who's going to win between the Clippers and the Lakers. But the Lakers do have LeBron James, and we all know that's the biggest plus you can have. So.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I'll move on to NBA real quick. They did finally find out when free agency and the draft will be. So the draft's supposed to be the 16th of October, and free agency's in mid-October as well. So they got that all figured out. And I've been wondering too, like, when are they gonna have the NBA draft? Because I'm kind of, I want to see what place the Cavs get.
Yeah.
And what draft pick we get, and if we can get one of the stud players coming out. Hopefully we can. Hopefully we don't get robbed like we did last year.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know how that's all gonna work. It's interesting with all this stuff going on. I mean, to me, I almost kind of feel like they should have just waited till next year.
Yeah, like
For
just
sure.
suspend everything. But the thing is though, why a big main reason is with guys like LeBron and like these guys like LeBron. You don't want to waste a year of LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna be older next year.
I
So
mean,
it's getting closer to him
everybody will be.
retiring,
That's how
and
time
he had a
works.
huge chance to win the another championship this year. So I think that's one of the reasons. They just don't want to waste that, that chance for him to probably get another ring.
I like rings.
Ryan said
Yeah, me too.
that this is a little
Go
odd
ahead.
too. He said, I went to a graveyard and saw that some people like to die on their birthday. Don't be like that today, Jay. Be safe and happy. It's not his birthday
I told
today,
him.
Ryan.
I
Yeah.
told him it was on the 18th,
Yes.
so he's safe from that.
He said, I do
Alright.
think it's cool, though. Go out on the same day you came in. I went to a graveyard in Kentucky that was 90% children.
I put, I put a sad react.
That's, yeah.
It makes me. If we had more time, I would get into a thing about that, but I'm not going.
Yeah. Sorry,
But, okay, so now I'm gonna move into
Move
the
into
NFL
something.
now.
Do it.
All right, so actually, in the NFL news, former Miami running back Jim Kick dies at the age of 73.
Damn.
So yeah, he was actually part of that undefeated squad.
It's sad.
So yeah, he
73,
passed
that's sad.
away. So that's some news. And then
That's some
Eagles
news.
Dallas Goedert got sucker punched while out with his family eating dinner.
I've never
Damn.
heard of anybody getting punched with a sucker.
Get out of here.
Did you?
Leave.
Hey, did you guys hear about that though?
I did
didn't.
not.
No.
Tight end. Yeah, he's like 6'5" and 2 something though. So whoever like went up and sucker punched him,
Must have been like
either
on a
this kid
chair
had
or something.
balls or he's probably a pretty big dude himself.
Maybe he
but
was sitting down. Maybe the guy was sitting down. And he just came over.
yeah, he could have.
popped
Yeah, he
him.
could have been sitting down as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but I don't know. I don't know the extent. The story I read really didn't go into what the reason was. They said it was an unprovoked fight, so this guy just came up out of nowhere for no reason and just sucker punched him.
That's insane.
That's some news.
and he's out with
You know,
his family too. And it was in his hometown, so maybe it was someone that just didn't like him. Maybe I guess I don't know.
That's the only thing I could figure. Maybe it was just somebody like, I don't like your face. Your face tells me
Yeah.
that it wants to be punched by my fist.
What's wrong with you?
My fist is
Are you
holding
okay?
a sucker,
Yeah.
so it's a sucker
fist-
punch.
But moving on to the Cleveland Browns news.
Oh, no.
So Trent Williams was a guy that I wanted the Browns to trade for. He wanted to get out of Washington. He's a left tackle. He's like one of the top left tackles in the NFL. And I thought maybe even though we drafted some tackles and signed Jack Conklin, I thought Trent Williams would have made a great addition to the left side. Even though we did draft a tackle to take over the left tackle spot, he would have been a good guy to like maybe mentor him. But anyways, he was traded to the 49ers. And the thing is, I'm asking where the hell the Browns were on this, because they got him for a 5th-round pick this year and a 3rd-round pick in 2021.
Oh,
so
hell no.
they got him for like nothing.
Hell fucking no.
Yeah, so I don't know. But anyways, I don't know where the Browns were on that. But on the Jadeveon
That's
Clowney
news.
news for the Browns,
Mhm.
it's looking good for us so far because he's standing still right now and he's trying to maybe see probably where the Titans and another team are, and they haven't had talks with them the Seahawks and Titans are the other two teams besides the Browns that actually have a shot at signing Jadeveon Clowney. But right now, he's the Browns gave him the best offer right now, and the other two teams haven't even had talks with him or been in contact with his camp. So as the season goes on and the time goes on, it looks better and better for the Browns to sign Jadeveon Clowney. So that'll be Jadeveon Clowney, Myles Garrett, and Olivier Vernon on the same offensive line with Sheldon Richardson. That would be a nightmare for quarterbacks.
Cool.
So, yeah. But anyway,
Mm.
I have a question for everyone.
Sure.
That was a story. So, anyways, real quick, before the question, the Browns actually hired their first two females in the scouting department. So give it up for the females. Finally getting
really
in the
loud.
scouting department for the Browns.
Yeah.
All right. Yay.
Good job.
And we all remember the Cardinals actually hired the first female coaching assistant.
Fuck
back
yeah.
a few years back.
Wasn't she the one that's in the commercials recently too?
The coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, you're correct. Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember
Fuck
what that
yeah.
commercial was for, but
It was the tablet, the computer tablet. She's with the San
That's
Francisco
right.
49ers.
yes.
Yeah,
That's
go
what it
lady.
was.
Arizona
Go all the
Cardinals,
females.
Yeah. I don't know who she's with now though.
San Francisco, I think.
I believe it's the
Chris said.
Niners.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah, it
Surface
might-
Book Pro, I think she
Mhm.
was.
Yeah, Surface Book Pro. I think you're right on.
Yeah.
Way to
Okay.
go, man.
Yeah.
But I got a question real quick
A
before I get out of
question.
here. There's a question going around. Should the Browns replace Baker Mayfield with Cam Newton? Should they go out and get Cam Newton and replace him with Baker Mayfield? Replace Baker Mayfield?
I don't know. I mean, what do you think about that? Because I'm interested to hear. Because I don't know much about Cam Newton.
I don't know
Well,
shit about
yeah.
any of it.
Cam Newton, I don't think is going to get picked up
I
by
will say Cam Newton is on another level than Baker Mayfield as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I don't know because Baker's still young, and I don't know. I really
You're
have
on the
no
fence?
answer for that because I think if Cam Newton's fully healthy and you insert him into this offense with all the weapons, that's a playoff team for sure.
I mean,
that's a deep playing playoff team.
the Ryan said the Browns should replace the Browns.
Yeah, there you
True
go.
that.
Yeah.
Accurate.
No, but
You know what though?
I'm on the
He
fence
says that,
myself.
but people are going to be surprised about them this year.
Yeah.
No, we're not. Don't feed the fuel.
Hey,
the
Jay,
flames of
I'm on the
lies.
fence myself, and
They're gonna suck
I
just
can't
as
even
bad as they do
understand.
every
Chris
other year.
Sounds like a goblin. I can't even understand anything he says.
who?
Chris, me. You can't.
Yeah, I can't either. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I don't understand Chris
must be
either.
the drugs kicking in. I
Fucking
don't know.
Chris.
No,
The Browns aren't going to do anything more than what they ever have done.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're going to just sit there and rot and waste our time and our money in Cleveland. And if we make any changes, we're just going to sit and rot that much more. Sooner or later, you have to stay with the coach and the players you have, and you have to work with them. You have to tend to your own garden. If we keep bringing new people in, coaches and players, we're not getting anywhere. Okay? There's no magic player. We have to work with who the hell we got.
Well, that's your opinion, buddy, and I just think your
Yeah.
opinion. We'll see where it's at come the season. But I mean, first of all, they hired the wrong guy last year.
Yep.
But I mean, this year, a lot of people are very high on all the moves they made.
They
as far as
always are,
in the
though.
office and stuff like that.
We're
So, I mean,
always going to the
I mean, I
Super
don't know.
Bowl, and we've always got the next hottest thing, and we never have it.
Brian said,
Yeah.
I'm surprised they still have a pro
See,
team.
This is my thing, right? So, kind of going like with what Chris said. I've been a big proponent of saying, let's keep them, let's build a team around them. I mean, this is only his third year.
This will be his third,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
And he shouldn't be
problem
playing
is-
until now.
well,
he
yeah,
should have
Baker
been
Mayfield.
mentored
Yeah.
to now.
I'm definitely on board keeping him. I mean, he's still young. It's only his 3rd year, but this was just a question going around. It's not nothing like the Browns aren't looking at Cam Newton.
This is what I would think.
What I would say is if you're going to get Cam Newton, that's fine, but keep Baker too.
Yes, I agree with you, Epic.
Well,
I think if we brought Cam on...
You're not going to get rid of Baker Mayfield.
Well, they would have to for money, probably.
Yeah,
though.
I would assume.
You know what I mean? Realistic world, I don't think they're going to be able to keep...
How would you have to do that on money problems? He's still on his rookie contract.
Well,
you don't have to get rid of him at all.
That's good. It's the concern. I don't know. I would think there would be a... But if we could bring Cam Newton on and they wanted to do that, I think that would be great.
And as far as Cam Newton goes, Cam Newton is not going to be demanding a lot of money right now because nobody wants him.
Right.
So you're going to get him on the cheap anyway. So you're going to have 2 quarterbacks on the cheap. But we got Case Keenum, which is a really good backup. He took the Vikings to almost the Super Bowl a few years ago. So I mean, we're fine with a backup. And Baker, I think Baker's going to do really well. He showed us that he can play well, but he had an off year last year, so.
Well, Ryan said it's only his 3rd year. How many years do you have to wait? It's not a 40-year contract. Yeah. I agree, but like Chris said, he should have actually been like a 2nd string.
He should have been developed.
He should have been developed by a like a veteran quarterback.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
wait, who are you talking about?
We're talking about Baker Mayfield. He should have been 3 years ago when he came on. He should have been put into a program where he was not the starter, but he was mentored and developed to be a starter.
You guys see, you're stuck in the 80s, bro, and that's not how it works.
I wasn't
anymore.
even alive in the 80s.
That's not how it works. When they come into the league, these guys are expected to come in and perform. And you're saying that, but it's contradictory because listen, Baker Mayfield was amazing his first year. So I mean, that's just
Baker Mayfield his second year was not amazing though. Okay, that's not good
Baker Mayfield his second year, yeah. But listen, Baker Mayfield his second year, yeah, took a slump. But
this is my thing, Jay. But you ask our opinion, then you get mad when we give it.
For one, it's always known that quarterbacks that come in always do take a step back, maybe their second year. But he also has some stuff he has to work on. So hopefully
that's where the veteran quarterback would help him work out the kinks. Because then he could be like, hey, even if he's 1st string.
Everybody has a kink.
They should have had a veteran quarterback in the rotation somewhere.
Don't hate.
To help guide him.
We have one now. I mean,
but we didn't then. It's what we're saying.
Well, no, we had veteran quarterbacks. We just
they weren't very good, though. We did have
a veteran quarterback on the roster last year and the year before.
Who?
You know, the last good quarterback we had.
A guy that played for the Arizona Cardinals.
You don't even know his name.
I forget his name.
The guy that we let go.
I can fucking tell you his name in a minute.
Woo.
I think playing with Ballz is done. Thank you.
Dismissed. Hey, Jay, great time. Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Wow. Hey, that was interesting. Go Browns. We love the Browns, but you know what, man? It's tough to be a Browns fan. It is tough. They make some bad decisions, you know?
That was an intense time.
Yeah, he was just getting really defensive that whole time. It's like he asked for our opinions, and then when we gave him, he was getting upset at our opinions.
What was weird is he started out so low energy, too. And then at the end there, it was like, you know, bam.
Boom!
Bam.
I was just talking about kinks in the background. I wasn't even paying attention. I was like, everybody's got a kink.
Just working with what you got.
Like you can't get mad at people. Like you just can't. Their opinions. They're like assholes. Everyone has one.
This is a thing in our society today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe he's having a rough morning. Well, we don't know.
We're all allowed to believe in what we want to believe in the way we want to believe. You know, I think as long as you don't hurt anybody else in that belief, guys. So. Be it your sports team or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I get he's passionate about the Browns and stuff, but come on, man. He's also very hopeful.
He was passionate.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Browns, and their track record has been
Not that great.
Not great for as long as I can even
the
remember.
thing is, I even know that, and
You
I
know,
pay no
like-
attention. So
Have you ever noticed though at the end of the season he's always one of those where he's washed up, oh never again. But
I
by the
know.
time the season comes back around,
Oh.
he's drank the Kool-Aid kind of
Yeah,
thing. You know
yeah.
what I mean? It's like
stop drinking the
Every
Kool-Aid.
year they say the same things.
Oh,
This
every
year's
year.
going to be different. Oh, we're going to be a playoff team for sure. And then maybe the first couple games are okay, and then
Like, I'm
Maybe.
sorry, I don't want to
Yeah.
talk about it, but like, why was he mad? Because
all right.
I-
So
like I
we
said, I
brought
wasn't
up
in
the
it.
fact that he should have been coached by a rookie quarterback,
Okay.
or like at least had one that he could use for advice.
or at least have good quarterback coaching. The second
Yeah.
season, his quarterback coaching there was terrible.
I mean, and granted, that was probably because of all the moves made with
Right.
the whole Freddie Kitchens and stuff. I'm not going to put all the blame on Baker
it's probably
Mayfield
my fault.
completely, because there was a difference between the first and second year.
She already got mad at
And the
me.
main thing that changed was the coaching.
coaching.
So
I feel like
The team
I
stayed
do.
the same with the additions of better players.
Yes,
you know.
yes,
we
yes.
added.
But at the end of the day, though, like
He's a
when you
fucking
look
dick.
at a team like the Browns and the fact that they just can't get their shit together,
Can't get it together.
I'm not going into the season hopeful.
Mm-mm.
I mean, that's your opinion, right?
To-
I feel
yeah,
like that's valid.
But he got mad because he said, "Oh, he does have a quarterback that he can learn from," and we said, "Who is he?" And he couldn't tell us a name.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, "Well, he can't be that important if you can't remember his name," and that's when he blew up.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Okay. Well,
That all I can tell you is fucking name.
Mhm.
Well, I
as
mean,
soon as he started yelling out, I'm like, wait, I missed something. I don't know what to
I thought we had the setup though. When they brought Baker on, we had Tyrod Taylor
I was
from
like,
Buffalo,
wait, what?
Pro Bowler, playoff experience, great, innovative quarterback, and he was our quarterback for that season. Then we brought in Baker, and we said no, we're gonna bench Tyrod Taylor to put this rookie in, and that's what I did not understand. That
Yeah.
right there was a golden opportunity to take a seasoned
Oh, yeah.
quarterback,
Yes.
let him continue to run a team, and teach a younger
Yes.
quarterback, look how we do this.
Exactly.
But no, we throw everything out and
I
have
know.
to start
Like, why do
all
I gotta fuck
over.
everything up?
every
God
single
damn it.
time, new players, new coaching staff, new front office.
Yeah.
Like it's always starting from scratch.
Yeah.
And when you look at other teams in history,
Look at the Steelers. It's not that far away.
no,
You know, how
Yeah.
many coaches have they had in
I
that
mean, look at
team?
even San Francisco.
Yes.
Look at they've been grinding.
Yeah.
It hasn't been easy for them.
Yes.
They've been coming back slowly but surely with the same
Mhm.
staff.
Yeah.
Same staff. They might change pieces here little by
Right.
little,
You tweak it.
but it's been the same people.
You don't clean the house. Yeah.
Every single time you
Yeah.
can't clean the house. It's not
yeah.
everybody's fault.
Yeah.
There's weak links. I understand changing out the weak links.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Every single fucking person, no.
Every 1 to 3
No.
years, turning the house over.
No,
Nope.
can't. I can't see why we do that.
And-
That's very frustrating, and I get his frustration because he wants to be hopeful, but that's just not the way to do it.
But you know what? I'll still watch them. I'll still tune in Sunday
I
morning,
do too.
and I will watch
I'm
it, and I
hopeful
will.
game. I'm hopeful game to game.
Yeah, hopeful.
But my outlook on the season, they've got to prove it to me. I'm
yeah.
not going to give it to them like. They got to take me to dinner first.
Yeah.
They have to take me to dinner
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Once I heard that, I had
And
to
you know,
agree.
all we want
We
want
want-
is postseason play.
I want
That's all we
breadsticks.
want.
I want chicken. I want French
Oh,
fries.
I know. We make the playoffs. I will
fuck?
be happy. I'll
I
be
would
on cloud nine.
thrilled just to
Yeah.
have postseason play. Wild card scenario, please. That's all. I'd be satisfied with that. I'm not asking for us to be division champs or Super Bowl champs. I'd just like to see postseason play. You know.
So Jay said, I just finished saying he almost took the Vikings to the Super Bowl a few years ago. It's not my fault you weren't listening. He still hasn't named the guy. Who is this?
Make up a name, Jay. Just
Yeah,
make it up, man.
Who is this guy?
So we can talk about this.
But anyways, that's the show.
That's
That was
everything,
the
guys.
show.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Oh, show.
You guys will see us next week.
More than likely.
Yep.
We better be here.
Well, because Larry's going to be
I'm
here.
assuming we'll be here.
As soon as, assuming Larry will still be here.
I'm just assuming we'll be here generally speaking.
Yeah. I mean, last week I was sick. I didn't
all
feel
his
good.
fault.
I had a horrible headache most of Saturday. I could not work on the show.
Mhm.
And by the time I felt halfway decent, I would have had the rush. It would have been a nightmare Sunday. I just said, fuck it. You know what I mean? I took last
so
weekend
we
off.
apologize to my friend Roger McLean, and we're going to have you rescheduled, Roger.
Sorry, Roger. That's not
everything.
like me. I don't normally just
Get sick
cancel
and
the last
randomly
minute,
have to
but
do that, but
it was definitely needed. I not only did I not feel good, I was just generally drained. I just needed a day off.
He's human. That's what we're saying.
Yep.
He's human, okay? He's just...
I drive him crazy. You guys don't know what he goes through when the cameras are off.
It's marriage.
Case Keenum was the backup.
Oh, Case Keenum. I remember Case. We went to different high schools together. Yeah, he was a hell of a machine in the day. I'll tell you that guy.
Hell of a was he a
Yeah.
robot?
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. Well,
Well, you
anyways,
had robots in fucking high school.
He had
with
that
you.
arm on him. You
Shit.
know?
Fake
But we're back
arm.
next week. Next week's guest interview,
Yay!
Al Martin, folks. If you're a comedy fan, tune in next week for the interview with
Yay!
Al Martin. Al Martin owns, I believe, 5 comedy clubs in Manhattan. The Broadway Comedy Club, Greenwich Village Comedy Club, New York City Comedy Club. Lord, I don't know what other comedy clubs the guy owns. And he has
Chris
worked with
knows all of
everybody.
it.
Yeah. He
Chris
has a
has
new
got it.
book that just came out that's on Amazon. You can check
Sweet.
it out. It's I Did It on a Dare. It's an excellent, short, easy read that's going to have you laughing. He's here with us next week. So check it
awesome.
out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Excited about that.
Check out the merch.
Yeah, check out the merch. Become a patron on Patreon.
Follow our Discord.
Follow our Discord.
Do it.
I don't think we put the link or anything up.
Not today,
Not
but
today.
I post it periodically through there.
Yeah, just check our Instagram and
It's
Facebook
there.
and stuff.
It's for sure in
The
there.
link's there. I'm trying to work out becoming a partner on Discord so we can make our own goddamn link.
Yeah.
Because
Goddamn link.
the link that's there is a little weird.
Yeah.
But it is a forever link. It doesn't. Most of
The
the
link
links
is causing discord.
Yeah.
The
Um,
Discord link is
I like it.
The
It's gonna be fine.
the link doesn't expire though. Some of them do, but this one don't. So I made sure. It
Yeah, we're
doesn't.
excited,
Nothing
Ryan.
worse than an
Yep.
expired link.
Yep,
That
exactly.
just-
We're all excited over here.
Ugh.
I've been talking a while about cutting out Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I've decided not to do that for a while,
For the time being.
at least until we start building up some of that. And honestly, look at what's been going on with.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with the
Until we figure out all this
the video
stuff.
feed with the restream to
Yeah.
the website. What you do is you put the restream with the Twitter with the website.
You're stupid. Fucking stupid.
But thank you guys for joining us, and as
Yeah,
always,
this was
make life
great.
epic.
Dear Mr. President, there are too many steaks nowadays. Please eliminate 3. I am not a crackpot.
Oh, wow, that was terrible.
Hasta la vista, baby.
No!
That's my only real motivation is not to be hassled. That and the fear of losing my job, but you know, Bob, that'll only make someone work just hard enough not to get fired.
And I'm sorry, we're out of time. Bye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Please leave this office.
Do we get any sort of souvenir?
Get out of my office!
Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy?
That's all, folks.